Hello everyone! Welcome to the Mania 4K World Cup 2024 edition. We are here right now in the losers bracket quarterfinals round 2 as these two teams have already won a match to be able to face each other at this stage, which we have the Russian Federation and Taiwan. I'm Siluas Kaels, and joining me on the commentary is none other than Mashed Potato. Hello there, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks for the introduction as well. And I am very excited for this matchup actually. These two teams absolutely destroyed their first quarterfinals matchup. Russia beating France 6-0, Taiwan beating New Zealand 6-1, and the 1 point was from SV. So yeah, these two teams have been quite dominant in the losers bracket quarterfinals so far, but now these two forces faces against each other in a battle for a ticket into the semifinals.
That's so true. In my opinion, we had a short discussion, me and Mashed Potato were discussing who has the slight edge. To be honest, I was saying, okay, it could really go even, but considering the scores, I think Russia may have a slight advantage. And not to mention, didn't Taiwan just have their match a while ago? So that could affect their fatigue slightly. But I don't think it's gonna be too much because there's decent amount of time to rest.
I think they have at least nearly half a day for them to rest through. So in terms of stamina, they should probably got most of them back. But when it comes to the edge, I do agree with you as well. I first disagreed in terms of I thought Taiwan might have a bit of an edge and they could actually do a bit of an upset. But looking at the head-to-head scores in here, Russia definitely have a score advantage compared to Taiwan, and we saw a row of one from the Russian Federation captain. A bit unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate indeed. But really, it ultimately only decides the order, so that's okay, hopefully. So Rice 2 is going to be the protector of Taiwan. I think
It's interesting.
that makes sense because Taiwan's more for Rice team. I think Russia has to protect. I think SV2 actually. If you think about it, in the
Yeah.
previous match, I think both Russia and Taiwan scores were so far ahead, and yeah, there we go. I'm not
Right on
surprised
the money.
that was the right call. Russia's score in SV2 is extremely good, and Taiwan, knowing how Russia performed, will definitely ban SV2 if that wasn't protected.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna ban SV1. If yeah, I would be shocked if they ban anything other than SV1 because unless they have a secret card, but yeah, Russia is going to ban Rice 4, which is um no pun intended, quite understandable. Um
It's very understandable. I mean,
yeah.
I'm looking at Taiwan's score, right? I don't think Russia played it unfortunately, but Taiwan has a triple 990 on that, and considering it's a pizza map, it requires a lot of technicality and all that, so it definitely makes a lot of sense to ban something that Taiwan's really good. And of course, Taiwan has to ban SV1. I've seen so many SV1 bans this entire
Yeah.
round,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, I'll be honest. I think when you look at it on first try, I think SV2 just looks so much more I'm not saying it's easier, it just looks more doable compared to SV1 where you have the I think the teleport trails and just the slow jam trails as well in between. So it's understandable why some teams tend to stay away from SV1 and most teams practice SV2 instead of SV1. They tend to do that.
See the SV2, at least to me, it's actually easier to full combo that file, so I can see why people would want to pick SV2 better, or at least more. So Rice 6 is gonna be the first pick of Taiwan. Alright, looking at Russia's score on that, they don't have a triple full combo, so that's already a good sign. But here's the thing though, Taiwan's score on Rice 6 is actually worse. And it's not
Yeah,
even that. And it's pretty far apart too. Like there is almost wait no,
30,000
it's a
points, isn't it?
30 yeah, 34,000 points of difference. So I'm not sure if
Yeah.
this pick was a good one. I have a feeling this is one of those okay, I don't know what to go with and let's just go with something and hopefully it works. I don't
I
know
would like
what
I
to
would like
feel
to
about
say
this.
the ratio is quite similar. If you add all of the 300 counts, they are quite similar. And sure, the score might be low, but quite a lot of it is just due to the combo rates. But if you look at the 200 counts, well, I'm just totaling the 200 counts and the 300 counts, and they are pretty much matching each other. So, assuming Taiwan can hold their combo together, well, that's a big order to ask considering the caliber of this map. This map is a combo break fest right here. It's a frums. I mean, you see frums, you see Rise 6. You start to feel a bit scared.
It's definitely scary, but I also want to add, Russia played this at like the later portion of the match. So at that point, they're already very fatigued. If you think about it, that's kind of concerning, because if you're gonna be playing it like I said, if you're gonna be playing it at the later part of the match, you're definitely gonna have some fatigue. What about a team that's barely had any of that fatigue? So now you're picking this at the start. There's just so many factors that can make this a bad pick, in my opinion. I just think this is the pick they should have started with. But
I don't think so either.
mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you, and well, I do hope that Taiwan gets to prove us wrong. But here we go. This is our first pick of the match.
You are right when you said the 200 counts seem to be extremely close. In fact, I actually think it slightly favors Taiwan there. Like, Russia has 15 greats, and Taiwan has 11. So, like, that's a good sign for Taiwan if they're gonna rely on 200 counts alone. But man, I'm not sure what to feel about this. Other than the fact that Taiwan's leading a lot. Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a pretty dirty miss. They're down to 98.5% now. That's actually such a huge drop, and now that's already a 14,000 point difference. That's such a good start for Taiwan right now. A bit of a disaster for Russian Federation, that is for sure. See, Taiwan just completely locked in. Their lowest accuracy is matching this tire right now at 99.76.
Remember when I said that Taiwan could have had some fatigue? There's actually a silver lining to this, and as I say that robot finds another miss. See, Taiwan, considering that they already played the match, maybe the nerves have already worn off. But Russia starting, yeah, sure, no fatigue or lesser fatigue. They gotta have that nerves because they haven't played the match to date other than this one. But Taiwan definitely has the experience already of playing a match in this day, so that could have been a factor as to why they chose this.
You can just see, it's just such concentrated accuracy right now. No one solo carry from Taiwan, just three extremely solid team score right now. They're all hovering around 99.8. Yukin with actually a bit of an accuracy lead right now, 99.85. On the other hand, the bottom rows of the Russian Federation side is actually doing quite well. Netko and Distar actually holding near 99.8. Very solid accuracy, but it's just the third player that's just slightly behind. That's all the points leads right now from for Taiwan. That's a 30,000 points difference. And no one's breaking it at this point still. It's still a 5-way full combo in this lobby. And they're all holding extremely good accuracy as well.
It's kind of crazy because Taiwan, like what I said, I wasn't sure about how this pick was gonna go. But with all the technical patterns and all that, seems like Taiwan just performed so much better this time around. 2981. That is a 60,000 point improvement from their previous one. Okay, no, sorry. 54, 55, 56,000. That's a 50,000 point improvement. And as for
That's
Russia,
nuts.
they performed just as good as they did the match. Like almost around that. But Taiwan took it another notch. Literally. A 50, 60,000 point improvement is insane.
Yeah, what? I mean, now I think about it, right? Maybe Taiwan shouldn't have picked it and let's just let Russia just pick into this instead. Seeing the team score from Taiwan was so much lower from compared to this. How do you improve by 55,000 points? That's just insane. The only thing I can think of is that they did not play at their optimal time. I know some players tend to perform so much better when it's like nighttime, which I think it is nighttime right now for people in Taiwan. Some people just prefer playing, yeah, some people just prefer playing like at night. It really, I don't know about you, but for me, I think I can relate really well. So just having a specific time where you start playing Osu.
That's fair. Okay, so now they're going for Packet Hero.
Oh, I like this. I like this pick. I like this. I actually do like this. I don't know about you, but for me, I think this is very different from the other LN hybrids where it's quite like techy, and you saw how Taiwan just absolutely demolished any of the tech patterns. This is just all about releases. There's not really a lot of difficult. I mean, there is some difficult patterning, but the name of the game here is about how do you handle your releases, and we're going to see two substitutions within the Taiwanese team. We're going to be seeing Ha, the 0201 and Shais coming in, Veloci actually staying, and Russian Federation, they're keeping the same lineup: Robot, Distires, and Nepco.
Okay, so they are keeping the trio. I think that's the right call. Looking at the statistics on the qualifiers, because here's the thing, Taiwan did not play a single LN map in their match. Okay, other than hybrid. Yeah, it was hybrid, but still, my point still stands. They didn't play a single LN map against New Zealand, so we don't really have that much information there. What I can say though is in the qualifiers, Russian Federation did outscore Taiwan on both LN1 and LN2, so that should be some sort of silver lining that they're gonna have. That being said, though, when it comes to the physical hybrids, Taiwan does have a slight advantage on Russia in qualifiers. So that's got to be something they got to take into account.
I think quite a lot of focus is going to be on Robot right now. I think Distars and Nepco are just really good at everything. So the two main players of Russian Federation, they got it down to a T, but it's mainly Robot who needs to hold together on their own, be able to counter Taiwan. And right now they're doing that right now, matching, actually beating out the accuracy of Ha 0201.
I mean, this is a sizable difference, like 2,000 early on. That's not a good sign by any means. And as I say that,
that's
I
a disgusting drop. Yeah.
That was a very bad drop indeed, but as long as Robot can catch up to that accuracy of Taiwan, not to mention Shice is sort of dropping already, so that's gonna be very concerning.
I think the one silver lining for this is that Russia definitely have an accuracy lead just based off Nepco and Vistar just holding really strong accuracy, way above anyone else. Veloci does catching up a bit, but Vistar is just on their own island with the near 99.7% accuracy, and we saw the score lead actually moving back to a bit to Russia right there. Robot's actually climbing the accuracy up now, matching off Ha 0201.
And that's all they have to do. Ha started to get a lot of 200s. Not to mention Shice and Veloci. If they cannot get those accuracies up, that's just not gonna be enough. Not to mention, this is where the map starts to pick up a lot. Seems like the lead is increasing slightly for Taiwan, but that's not the case, as now you can see that bar slowly going back to the Russian side. They cannot afford any more 200s because this part is very technical. They just cannot rely on others making mistakes. They gotta perform at their very best right now.
Not performing the very best. This star is just crushing this. No one is even close. Next closest is Scheisse with 99.56, but that is it. We're reaching the ending. There's still a bit more, but I don't think any of these players would drop these sections. And wow, what a performance. Wait, there's a bit more, but that is a performance and a half from this star. 99.68? Okay, just a bit. Yeah, 99.68. That is a near 990k from this star, and I think that score there really just helped Russia gain that point. That was way too close to comfort for their first pick, though. I will say that.
Definitely. Ha getting those 200s. Like, Taiwan had a triple full combo, but those 200s were definitely the undoing. Even if, like, the fact that Robot missed and that still was enough for Russia to take a point should be very good for them, actually, because that just shows that they can really outact Taiwan in these LNs.
That's for sure. But I think Taiwan, I think we gotta see this battle now. It's between Rice and LN / hybrids. I would say usually the Rice team would be able to get much more out of this, just because once you run out of LN picks, you have to choose the Rice picks, and that's where teams can potentially start mispicking. And we're actually gonna be seeing Rice 2. Okay, I thought they were gonna pick something like Rice 5 or something, continue with the, I guess, abrasive patterning, but no, they're going to go with the standard jump stream map. This is just jump stream galore. 3 minutes of uninterrupted jump stream. That's it. At 250 BPM, mind you.
Yeah, 250 BPM on quarterfinals is insane. But it kind of makes sense considering how good these players are now. Alright, so looking at this pick, I mean, this is Taiwan's protect, wasn't it? Unless I'm thinking wrong, right?
Yes, it is. It is Talon's protect. You are definitely correct about that.
To be honest, I'm not sure why Taiwan protected this. Like, I think out of all of the maps, this is like not something you'd really want to protect in general, unless you're a
Yeah.
team like the United States.
Yeah,
And
I agree with you
Huh.
as well. It's
like, I really think that if let's say Taiwan messes up on this part, and that can happen anytime, Russia can easily take that, and that's why I'm not sure about this protect.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Russia, I think their Rise 2 score last, I mean, of course, round of 16 compared to this one's a whole different level, but they did got 2.992 million on Rise 2. So they are no slouch when it comes to this. I think Taiwan should have protected Rise 4 instead of Rise 2.
Maybe, but considering that well the match is already done, you can't really do anything about it. And
Yeah.
what makes this file really hard, of course, it's 3 minutes long. It's definitely the patterning, like the fact that this just goes on and on and on with barely any breaks, can definitely make your hands and wrists very unstable and stressed.
This is, I think, the start of the map doesn't really show too much as of right now. Oh, actually, never mind. Robot with a miss. I take that back. It really does. I mean, if you hold good, and actually traded by Jackie as well, but Robot with a more with a dirtier miss right now. Jackie's still holding above 99.7.
Look, Jackie had a V1 double S in the previous match against New Zealand, so honestly seeing that's very concerning. All Jackie has to do now is try to outact Robot and hope it's enough, but never mind, as I say that, that is not what Taiwan needs. The patterning here isn't gonna get any easier. Like, the fact that this is still the first third, or at least approaching there, and you're already finding those mistakes, that's a very bad sign because these drills and these jumps are just gonna keep on coming.
You're absolutely right. There's literally no break. There's no, yeah, it's just 250 BTM straight through. You can see the bottom row is equally matching out each other right now. Nefko, Distar, Yukim, and Veloci, I think they all average out to roughly the same accuracy, but it's just the difference between Robot and Jackie. Actually, Robot has picked up to 99.7 and Jackie's down to 99.5, so the accuracy has been reversed. Before it was Jackie on 99.7, Robot 99.5, but it has just been completely swapped. And now an 8,000 point lead is actually quite a significant lead considering the length of this map. They can allow a drop or two if provided it's all clean.
This is just not a good sign at all for, like, how do I say this? Like, it's not a good sign for Taiwan, but there's still time. And we've seen Robot miss a couple of moments in this entire match so far. So this is the one break they're gonna have, and after that, it's back to difficult jump streams. I'm just really not sure if this pick can have opportunities for Taiwan to catch up because they're really running out of time now.
Yeah, it really. I mean, if anything, they would have wanted someone to break much earlier. Actually, a couple of 200s from Robot right there, but again, 200s doesn't matter. It's about the misses, and they're not giving any of them to Taiwan. We might be seeing a first breakpoint here. There's still a bit more hard panting. There is actually a couple of hand stream panting right at the end of the map, so that might catch some players off guard. But right now, everyone's flying through. Even Jackie has now climbed to 99.6, but that does not matter. It just doesn't mean anything when Robot is still holding the accuracy. 99.75, such good accuracy. And I might be saying it too soon, but no. Oh, wait! Okay. Wow. That
They
handshake
there
pattern,
wasn't
yeah.
there wasn't enough time to cancel
Yeah.
that miss out. So it was that really could have been disastrous if it happened earlier. If you look at Manipstar's score, there were a couple of 50s as well. Had those 50s happened, like had those 50s been misses rather, that would have definitely went to Taiwan. But that was very clutch of this tire to just hold the full combo and
Yeah.
push through.
I think it's definitely the handstream pattern at the end. Definitely chopped himself the accuracy there, but thank God that was actually at the end. If it's at more like the middle, it could have been disastrous for the Russian Federation, but fortunately for them, they do get a breakpoint and they have a chance to convert it. Maybe with LN2 now. I mean, it's a natural progression, isn't it? They just went with Rice 2. Now they can just go with something they're more familiar with, LN2.
Well, we have to see first if they want to answer with LN2.
Yeah.
If I
I
were
feel like
Russia,
they're saving. Oh, yeah.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, okay. No, I was thinking they want. Oh, okay. No, I was supposed to say SV. They wouldn't want to pick it because I feel like they're gonna save it right at the end. They're doing this until they reach match point. They're going to pick SV because that's the one point that they know they're going to get.
This is exactly why teams should definitely practice SV. Like, you do not want to give a team a point that they know they'll 100% win. Dragonlands though, huh? Hybrid 3.
Yeah, it used to be an SV map, but now it's become a hybrid map.
Yeah, I know this more as an SV map as well.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what to feel about this.
Yeah, I don't know either. It seems a completely different field to, let's say, what they just played just now, which is Rice 2. I mean, right now it's still early in the game, and they do have a match point, a break point to kind of test around with. They could see if they can kind of mess around within the hybrid section. It's still early in the game. I don't hate it as much if they do this at like, I don't know, 4-4. It's still early in the game. They can still test out with Taiwan's hybrid ability.
We'll have to see first. Again, I'm not sure what to feel about this pick. It can definitely work, but again, I mean, I guess they have to take risks.
Yeah, but I'll say the team score is actually quite similar between these two teams. Russia does beat out Taiwan on this map specifically by 9,000 points. So in terms of past history matchup, the Russian Federation does have a bit of an edge. But we saw how that could be a bit misleading when Taiwan completely destroyed Russia in their first pick.
I mean, again, this is quite an interesting choice. Both teams did opt to protect Rice, so I wasn't really sure how this match would have went. But considering that they're going for a hybrid, I think they're banking on the fact that maybe they can outact Taiwan. Like, looking at the Dragonlance scores, Russia actually has a slightly higher Dragonlance, like by 9,000 points. So this is by no means safe, and Taiwan can definitely still steal here. I feel like they're gonna rely on Robot finding a few drops here and there, but that isn't happening right now. Very consistent play from everyone so far.
Yeah, you can see, actually everyone here has been super consistent. Lowest accuracy on the board is actually surprisingly this time. When I put 7, but I'll take that away. Kashai with the first miss. But it's such a clean miss right now, so it actually doesn't matter too much. Only a 3,000 point lead, and considering how abrasive the patterning can get, I do expect a couple more misses coming through. There's no way there's going to be 5 FCs on here.
I mean, regardless, we cannot really focus on that for now because it seems like the UR for this star has started to stabilize, so they're finally starting to recover, and hopefully that keeps their chance holding a full combo. Like, you did say the patterns here are abrasive, and that's definitely true. Both teams are on pace to doing better on Dragonlance in this match than in the previous one. So honestly, very good to see that. But this can shift anytime soon. Of course, not in this part, because it's still the break section. And like, this is one of those parts where if you miss, the chances of your opponent finding a miss is like extremely low because of this part being the easiest out of the entire map.
Yeah, but it's not gonna get any easier after this. This is kind of like, yeah, here we go. I think this is the hardest part of the whole map. It just gets way much more harder, and everyone's just hitting through the first part. The accuracy is going down a bit. I think. Oh, but Yuki with the misses.
Robot found a few 200s, and so did Nepco. I bet that's the nerves kicking in.
It
Yeah,
does
but
not matter. They're two
no.
full comp free. Oh,
Yeah, it's 3, but here's the problem. So many patterns can still make them miss, so this is not safe at all. They have to hold the full combos, and I've seen Robot find a few misses already, like in previous maps. So if they hold the full combo, that's gonna be very clutch. Very impressive work. Actually, both teams did better in their Dragonlands. If they set their scores on the previous one, and let's say Taiwan performed like this, they would have actually won that. It's just unfortunate that Russia also performed better.
that is an insane team score, by the way. I just want to point that out. That is 991, 988, and 987. That is a team score and a half from Russian Federation. In the losers bracket, you won't be able to see any team being able to beat this. Triple FC on this is so rare. I think even teams on winners bracket would struggle just a bit on this as well. So, shout out to Russia, and they need the FC as well because Taiwan, as you said before, Taiwan definitely had the accuracy lead. Just the combo betrayed them just a bit, and now they're going for Rice 1. Again, I don't know. I think Rice 5 is a bit lonely. I think Rice 5 would be a good pick.
I think they're trying to save that for later, but like, I agree with you because I think Taiwan should focus on getting a point rather than risks that they're gonna take. Because in my opinion, if you're down 3-1, that means you're down 1 break point. You have to really try and get a point immediately before you can even think of any risks you have to take. And I think they're taking the risky path here, which could pay off if it was a gamble. But the thing about gambling is nothing's really guaranteed. I mean, okay, to be fair, all the picks aren't guaranteed, but still, though.
I don't know. I mean, it is a pick, I guess. They have to pick Rice, so they're and I guess when it comes to Rice team, you can't really like pick other things except for Rice. You're kind of stuck within the Rice box. While for other teams like Russian Federation, they can switch around if they're feeling like playing hybrid or feeling like playing Ellens. They can go around, or even SV if they feel like it as well. So that again, it's just the dynamics between this match: the Rice team against the more well-rounded team. And we're gonna be seeing. Okay, I also want to point out that while Taiwan has only have one anchor in the name of Bolochi, has been staying on for all of the maps so far, Russian Federation has not changed a single player, and I'm getting quite scared just for them right now, just because of the fatigue. When you're playing 5 maps in a row already, and considering how close some of these picks can get, the fatigue can definitely come in. And let's say it's tiebreaker, then it's just gonna be even more scarier for the Russian Federation.
Well, players like Depney can definitely sub in for stuff like SV. And I think, like, I'm looking at the Russian Federation team. Like, they have a team that they can surround themselves in and substitute. But I think they really want to try and get another breakpoint here, which is 100% doable, by the way, even though Taiwan chose this.
Here we go. Actually, pretty good start from both team right now. Has the phone combo. Aaron's doing quite well. Accuracy lead for Taiwan. But again, this when it comes to these, especially Rice one, it's very easy for you to get lost in the stream patterns right here. And we can see some. I think it's like embedded mini jacks within these Rice patterns. Again, this is quarterfinals we're talking about. We're at 340 BPM already.
Quite impressive that everyone's holding that full combo, not to mention very good accuracies as well. The
Yeah.
patterns, I mean, you have a few anchors, a few jumps, and this is just a really fast pick in general. I mean, it is speed after all. But now time is running out, slowly but surely. I think.
Oh, this time!
Oh! This star finds a very clean miss though, so that's not gonna be too disastrous for the Russian Federation. But that lead ballooned to 8,000 points after one miss, signifying that Taiwan is extremely comfortable in a speed pick like this. What are they doing actually? I just noticed about a triple 99.85. That's a 995 average from the Taiwan team, by the way.
They're here. Oh, wait, no,
I am
no.
so sorry! Oh
What?
no!
Why?
That was so unfortunate! That immediately just gave the lead back to the Russian Federation.
Oh, the
However,
curse.
there's still some speed sections that
That's
can
the
that can make anyone fumble.
still a bit more, but yeah, but that double miss of Jackie and Veloci was the undoing. What was it?
Oh,
What
wait a
was this?
second!
Is there enough
Wait,
time?
is that
Is
enough?
there enough time?
I think it.
Oh, I don't think
Oh,
that's enough.
wait!
I don't. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Oh,
Oh,
wait! You never know. You never know. Wait. Okay,
oh
just
no!
enough. I am so sorry. I did not think that was gonna happen. Both teams had a double miss, but Robot and this tire's misses just happened at the later time. Wow. Okay.
That came down to the wire. I thought when Taiwan was holding 999.8, I was like, they're so comfortable with it. There's no way they would miss. And then both of them miss at the same time. And Veloci as well, with a really dirty one as well. So actually, any of those 50s was a better judgment. That could have been it as well. This is absolutely insanity that we're seeing right now.
I agree. Remove
That is
those two
unfortunate.
fifties. I agree. Remove those 250s. Taiwan probably wins that.
Yeah, yeah. That was so unfortunate right there for Taiwan. And now that's the second breakpoint right now for the Russian Federation, and now they need to find a way to convert it. Maybe hybrid two, or LN3.
You gotta go
The
LN3.
also original. Yeah, the
They can
also
go-
original.
You can go LN3. I don't know. I mean, okay, they
Not
want
not
hybrid.
the hybrid one, not hybrid. No, I don't think I think they're avoiding hybrid one.
Okay,
Yeah,
LN3. Yeah,
LN3.
that's the right call.
Yeah, I think it's good as well. I think they want to point like they I think um Taiwan's third player, either it's I think it's Ha0201 in the LN1 pick. They definitely struggled a lot in the LN pick, and this is not any easier. I would say this is on a level of its own when it comes to the LN patterning. You see, it's an Elixir piano LN map. It's going to be absolutely disgusting with the mini jack patterns, the staircases, everything that you would expect in an LN map, all in one package right here.
Well, we have to see first. If I'm not mistaken, Packet Hero was pretty close, wasn't it?
Veloci is calling you out, by the way.
What? Oh come on! That wasn't my fault. Okay.
It's definitely your fault. Yeah.
Okay. On a more serious note, 4,000 points of difference on Packet Hero, so definitely there's still a chance. I mean, back to your point a while ago, fatigue may affect Russia. Like, okay, I don't think the misses have changed, but what could really change is when they miss. If they miss at the middle part, that's going to be bad. I feel like
Yeah.
fatigue will affect that more. Like, you notice how they've been missing in the later parts of the map, right?
Yeah.
The more fatigue happens, Russia could end up missing a little earlier, and that's gonna be worse for them.
Yeah, you gotta think about just that last pick, right? If the fatigue came in any earlier and they just miss just a half a second earlier, that would have been it for Taiwan. So yeah, you're definitely correct about that. Maybe after Russian gets a pick next, they should call timeout just to relax a bit, relax their fingers just a bit, because none of these players have been subbed out yet.
I don't think Russia would do that. Like, I feel like they also want to keep the warm up. But okay, looking at Robot in this tire, I saw this tire drop on 100 at the start. Not to mention, a lot of these mini jacks remind me of Carry
Chai's
Me
with a
Away.
miss.
Yeah, Shy's finding an unfortunate miss, but still very early on, and Robot's attack is actually dropping. But same with Ha. Thing is, only Veloci. Actually, wait, no, Veloci is top scoring the entire lobby right now. So that's certainly helping Taiwan. But Russia is putting in the work. Still a triple full combo. But that could change anytime soon with all of these mini jacks.
Yeah, this is definitely not easy to full combo at all. This is at 150 BPM mini jacks. This is faster than the jacks you would see in the actual jack pick. So that really just speaks in volume how difficult this map can be. And don't be deceived by the 10,000 point lead, because these patterning are so easy just to column block. And there you go, a miss from Robot, and that just the score just went down by 8,000. Taiwan has a chance to get their breakpoint back against Russian Federation. But we are seeing stabilization across the board. Robot now approaching 400 combo mark. Had actually dropping down below 99.2. And Netco!
But is there enough time? There's only so little. If anyone misses on the mini jacks, how they see that? Oh wow! That was massive. That was massive in Taiwan.
Els, what did you do? What are you doing?
Oh wow! Those mini jacks at the end really gave it back to Taiwan. Oh my goodness!
Veloci, what are you doing? What is that score for Veloci?
Exactly. 200s. Okay, look at the 200 count. Russia probably won that based off the 200 count. I'm kind of too lazy to calculate the math, but I think they clearly won that based off the 200 count. But
right,
man,
they definitely won. Yeah.
That combo was just more than enough. Look, okay, so now so just an absolute victory from Taiwan. They absolutely needed that. But here's the thing. I don't think they should pick LN2, even if, let's say, they won that.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that as well. They should just pick a hybrid. Okay, so since Russia has 2 more picks, Hybrid 2 and SV2. That's it. There's no other picks they can choose. Hybrid 1 and LN2 are really similar when it comes to the patterning. So I don't think they want to just choose that. I think they should continue picking on the Hybrid 2 after this, just because it's just what they're comfortable with. They definitely have the accuracy lead. It's just, again, as we said about this for the past 2 maps already, it's just the fatigue that's coming in, and the miss now comes so much earlier instead of right at the end, and it just punished Russia completely there. And now we can see Taiwan maybe even getting their footing back a bit now. But Taiwan needs to win this. They're basically playing on sudden death right now, because any more points lost means that Russia can just run away with the SV pick. That's it. Like, think of this as a best of 9, because once Russia get that 1 point, they can pick SV, and that is game over for Taiwan.
I agree. But like, I don't know, this match has just been a lot of this team can win that, but so can the other team. I agree with you saying that this is a pick that Taiwan absolutely has to win. If I'm not mistaken, Russia is still up by 1 breakpoint, I think.
Yes, okay, you are definitely correct.
Taiwan has to win this, and then has to win Russia's point. Alright,
yes, you are definitely correct.
We have to see how this one goes. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, the consistencies for everyone's finally stabilized, right? Right?
Yeah, there's no way we're gonna see an absolute team collapse from any of these teams. They are so consistent. What are you talking about?
On a more serious note, like, at the very least, from what I've noticed, Rice is definitely better for both of these teams. Like, they seem to be doing better when it's Rice, at least relatively to other skill sets. But what I'm concerned about is, this is only 1 minute and 28 seconds, so any misses will be massive. Because of how, like, the thing about shorter maps is they have lesser objects, so that'll mean that the impact of the miss is much bigger, and not to mention the anchors are really difficult as well.
Yeah, we can see just right now, it's actually quite even. The scoring is just flicking back and forth right now. You can see just how well proficient on wise both of these teams are. Yuki did start out a bit with a really bad accuracy at like 99.4 in the intro, but now the accuracy just ballooning straight up to 99.77. Yeah, I think accuracy wise, it's all evening out on the board. Taiwan, consistent accuracy. Russian Federation, Robot with a bit lower accuracy at low 99.7, but Nepco and this tire, they're above 99.8, and they're making the score difference right now. But we're not in the chorus just yet. Here we go. This might be the hardest part of the map. Are we gonna be seeing any misses?
No, we won't. But I think we will in a bit. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
What,
there's
what
no.
makes
Yeah.
what makes this chart hard is the amount of anchors and mini jacks. But oh, as I say that,
Oh,
see,
yeah. Jackie just struggling quite a bit there, and that might spell the end for Taiwan right now. And that's a free wave full combo for Russian Federation. And I think even if Jackie full
wow,
comboed that, that would have done anything. What? What is that? This time. And Nevco, what are you guys doing?
wow, two nine nine. We just saw a 994 and a 993. I mean, Veloci and UKM also performed extremely well. But the problem is, I don't think Jackie's act was like better. I mean, okay, it was better, but I don't think it was more than enough or something
They
like that.
need Jackie needs to get at least 992k. I did the math. They need at least 992k to offset the difference between the bottom row. And Jackie, even if Jackie FC, they would still only get 988k at most. So yeah, that was doomed to begin with. And now I'm fearing the worst right now for Taiwan. There's only one pick that Russian Federation can do. There's only one. I don't like to be a downer, but this might spell the end for Taiwan already.
That's if Russia is aware. You know that's if Russia's been observing how this match would have went. And I think Russia knows exactly what to do. They
I
cannot
think
risk
they're waiting.
Taiwan. They cannot risk picking. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. The SV map. And again, this is just more of a cautionary tale to the rest of the team. Practice at least one of your SV. Then you can have something to rely against. You can always ban the other SV as well if needed, or at least have something against the other opponent. Now Taiwan needs to have a card against them. Maybe they practice during the couple of hours between their match against New Zealand, but it's looking quite dim right now for Taiwan. Russian Federation, their team score on SV2 is super solid as well.
And performed really well. I think they almost had a triple full combo. Yeah, they almost. But Depth is definitely gonna come in for I think Nepco. So finally we'll be seeing a swap on the Russia side, which is like I think they really needed that.
Yeah, they definitely do. We finally be seeing the first ever substitution, but the two players of Robot and Distar is still keeping a spot in the lobby. So is Veloci. So these three players have been the anchors within the team throughout the whole match. We might be, us commentators might be saying it's not, of course it's not over until it's over, but it's quite difficult right now for Taiwan. But again, they still have time to practice. They might shock us, just like in Rise 6 when they pick a map and overperform by 60,000 points. You can just see a similar level of overperformance of Taiwan right now. And they need to do it now because this is their tournament lifeline on the line right now.
Definitely is. Looking at the MP link, I think okay, so it was Jackie who was in instead of Ha, and Jackie was the one that didn't practice the SV. So I feel like something could have changed. Now that Ha is in the lobby, I feel like there's certainly gonna be some level of practice. Problem is though, Russia's team score is gonna be extremely difficult to beat. I'm looking at their score right now.
Veloci is 935k, but that's not even close to any of the Russian players' scores.
That's already a 30,000 point difference from that and this star. So 969 to 935. I mean, in a few hours, can they really upscore that by a lot? I mean, we did see that on what was that again? I forgot. Okay, I think it was Rise 6. We did see that
So it
on
was
Rise
Rise
6.
6.
So it's definitely doable. We just have to see.
Oh yeah, for sure. They can definitely just upstage the whole of everyone's expectations. Right now, so far, everyone's starting quite well. Actually, Sludge right now dropping a bit of accuracy, but Sludge is one of the players who have practiced the SV, so I wouldn't look too much into that. Ha actually doing quite well, so this is actually closer than most would say, even for me.
Okay, this seems like Taiwan was prepared for an instance like this. But they really have to hope for a miss from the Russian Federation to even give them a chance, because this athlete is pretty massive. Like you see that 98.7 and that 99.1. Everyone in Russia is around Veloci's act, and that's not a good sign.
It's not looking good right now.
Not
And
to
not
mention,
just a miss, it has to be like a very dirty miss as well.
I mean, okay, to be fair, it is SV, so any mistakes that happen here is gonna be massive. Like, typically SV maps contain the least amount of nodes in general, so it makes a lot of sense if a miss happens, and that would swing the lead immediately to Taiwan. Problem is though, Ha and such are getting lower, and that's already a miss from Ha! Unless something catastrophic happens, we might as well just say that it's already for Russia, but 30,000 points, not the most impossible lead yet.
Yeah, we have seen bigger comeback, but Ha continue to pick up a miss, and now we're approaching nearly 50,000 points. Veloci with a miss. Oh no, that is. I think it's safe to start ringing the bells now, because just look at your left hand side right now. Absolutely insanity from the Russian Federation. The lowest accuracy is 99.34%. Not even close. Veloci next highest highest within Taiwan. A miss there, but the score is already at 6 digit. What can you do now?
And
Honestly,
such
what can you do?
having the last full combo, that's all that that's all that Taiwan had, unfortunately. And now Russia keeping their consistencies while Taiwan finding their misses. These patterns are really hard though. Like there's a lot of stops and teleports. And now we're at the fast jump section. You gotta be very careful when you're playing this, by the way. Like this is like a fast jam swing section. And honestly, Russia's act is extremely solid. They haven't really dropped too much. Taiwan, Veloci with the best act, but again, that's with the miss, so that's just not gonna be enough.
I yeah, there's not much to say, but I just want to focus on this style right now, who's been kind of I would say one of the MVPs of this match right here, alongside of Nevko and Veloci. They have been just such an outstanding player within this match. They have been performing so well, but this tire especially, they have scored so well, and some of the points that was decided by a couple of hundred points, I think it was all due to this tire, and of course the rest of the team as well. But just want to point out a couple of standout players, such as I said before, this tire, Nepco.
Big shoutouts as well, by the way, to Robot for literally playing all the maps alongside with this tire. Same with Nepco for playing literally everything but PSV. And now, I think this tire is going to be PBing here. Wow, very solid team score from
Wow.
Russia Federation. And that is it. Russia is now in the Oceania 4K World Cup 2024 semifinals. I'm not sure anyone can correct me, but I believe this is Russia's first time making semifinals. In
I'm
4K,
pretty
that
sure
is.
as I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah.
Wow, amazing performance. But hey, Taiwan did a really good job. You cannot bring them down because they performed super well in this match. Like, and honestly, in this entire tournament, this was a big glow up from the previous years. Seeding number 15 is a massive achievement already for them. And I hope to see more from the Taiwanese side in the future iterations of MWC. But unfortunately, only one could be the winner, and that is going to be Russian Federation, booking their ticket to the semifinals for the first time. Wow.
Congratulations. I would also want to extend as well. Congratulations to the Russian Federation side. Everyone was very shocked when they saw the seeding results, when they got seed number 10, and it was a huge glow up, and now they just show even more that it was no fluke, and they're making it to top 12, and that is really just a statement to put for the Russian Federation. And there's still so much more to go as well. The semifinals awaits for them. And with that aside, yeah. Do you have
I
anything
already
else to
know who
say?
they're facing, by the way. I already know who
Oh.
they're facing.
Who are they facing?
They're gonna be facing Malaysia. So seed 9 versus seed 10.
Oh!
That is going to be an incredibly difficult match for both teams. And like, looking looking at how both teams performed, I don't know who's gonna win that.
I
But
think it's gonna go to
man,
tiebreaker. It's gonna go to tiebreaker. I don't know about you, but seeing the dynamics of Malaysia, very LN oriented, and Russia, who has been really solid on Rice, of course, solid on LN and so, but their main skill set is, you can say it's Rice. You know, being able to beat out Taiwan on Rice. This is your expected tiebreaker matchup right here. So yeah, Malaysia against Russian Federation is going to be a banger match.
well,
You
I'm
know what else is a
definitely
banger
excited.
match?
The one that's
Thailand
upcoming
versus
is
Singapore.
I knew it. I knew it.
Exactly.
I knew you were
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
like,
I know you're gonna. It's very obvious. Yeah.
but like before we go, I just want to say, man, what an amazing like round it's been so far. But to show your support for this tournament, don't be shy and buy some of the banners that are still up for grabs here. I think it's around $2.50. There we go, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how to convert it to
Yes.
your currency, but if you want to support this tournament, feel free to buy any of the banners. You can buy as many as you want. I think you can buy one for all the
Yes.
countries if you want.
Or you can buy 32 of the same country if you want to as well. I saw some people doing that. Yeah, no. Again, head to Osu
Really?
store. Yes, you can. Yeah, so someone called Romania bought like at least like 10 to 20 Romania banners.
Oh, okay. But yeah, do you have anything else to say?
No, remember to buy your banners and stay tuned for 8 more minutes because we're gonna be seeing another winners bracket. Your last winners bracket matchup, I think, for this weekend. Yeah, Thailand against Singapore, the Southeast Asian matchup. So yeah, with that all saying, this is Smash Potato closing off for today's match.
Good morning. Good part of the day. Osu Mania 4K World Cup 2024. We are back on the Osu Live channel for yet another day of matches. Depending on where you are in the world, that day might have begun earlier in the day. Anyways, this is South Korea versus Vietnam. And we are going to have totally unbiased commentary coming from none other than myself, Pachiraj, and Mashed Potato. How are you?
I'm doing good, and yeah, we're definitely bringing in unbiased commentary in here. Professional casters, that's why we're in the commentators booth. But look at the matchup right here. It is C2 against C7, but the lineup is actually quite close when you look at the head-to-head scores from last week, actually. Vietnam did outperform South Korea in some maps in round of 16. So actually, the seeding discrepancy may not actually be as big as the skills.
Yeah, especially when you take into account that this is a winner's bracket match, and usually the teams in winner's bracket are going to have greater proficiency on quarterfinals maps. I feel like all the teams still in the winners bracket are still gonna get really good accuracy on the quarterfinals, like as good as they were in round of 16. So Vietnam definitely has a chance to upset South Korea, especially if we don't know how like everyone's gonna scale according to time, especially like given players like Joki. Joki has been a very big surprise within the Vietnamese lineup.
Yeah, I would say so as well. But on the other hand, South Korea also equally big of a surprise when they replace all of their roster. Their powerhouses like Poker, Geiso, Yunho, they did not make a comeback, and you can see a complete roster replacement. And yet they are still the second seeded team in the qualifiers. So it just shows how strong South Korea is as a whole pool of talents. They can just pick 6 random players. Well, not random, but just 6 players from South Korea, and yet they can make an extremely threatening roster.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, and we already see an SV2 Protect. SV2 Protects have been very common, way more so than SV1s. Maybe SV1 is a lot more intimidating than SV2. SV2 I feel like is easier to learn but harder to master.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's, I think, for SG1, it's very intimidating. It's very hard for, I think it's very easy for one to get discouraged when practicing SV1, especially with the trills. If you have seen the Vapu showcase, the funny trills, the slow trills and teleports as well. So it can get very disorientating, and we can see Vietnam banning SV1 as well. So that kind of, yeah, showcase why SV1 has been the more quote-unquote hated SV Alpha 2, the more evil SV.
Yeah. Kind of makes me sad a little bit, but it is what it is.
Yeah, have we seen SV1 being played yet? I haven't actually
Yeah.
watched the MP links. Oh, they did?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it definitely has been played because the second match of Saturday featured an SV2 followed by an SV1 Protect, and then those picks were played back to back for some reason.
Oh, it was the China match, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, actually, they're go. Well, I didn't realize it, but Vietnam were already picking Rice. I thought they would have picked LNs considering how they played. You know, the past two matches, they are very LN orientated and hybrid orientated team. So for them to pick straight into Rice, which, in my opinion, South Korea is quite strong at. They have players like Nad and Andy who are quite strong physically. They're like right 4, right 5 in 4K.
Yeah, I feel like when you're going against a team that is good at everything, like South Korea, I think the reasoning, the strategy has to go towards individual picks. Like this individual pick is very particular because it is 1 minute and 28 seconds long. So if you miss in there, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose big score.
Yeah, it's probably like a 10,000 point drop even. And that's not even talking about the map itself. The map, it's just vocal dump, but it just has so much shifting rhythm. And so once you miss, you could get a really dirty miss. So that could even drop you by even 10,000, 15,000 points even. So the name of the game is about control, holding your combo all together. We're not going to see Chidon Gaming in this lineup. It's going to be Joki, Vixao, and Rizuna.
Yeah, I think there might be logistics issue in Vietnam. Maybe a storm coming in the northern part of the country.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Well, it is a bit unfortunate, but you have to work with what you got. No, it's not
please.
actually a miss. I think that is actually a miss on Vixao.
Yeah, gotta wait a little bit to see if the client did not fool us, but it looks like a genuine miss. And
Oh
as
no,
we
no,
say,
it's not. No, it's not.
oh, it's not. We did not actually wait long enough. So there we go. The match is really close. There's a slight
Yeah.
advantage towards South Korea due to accuracy alone, but it's not much.
Yeah, but then the name of the game, as I said before, is about holding the combo. So actually, the 2,000 point lead could just instantly disappear or balloon, depending on who misses here. Or you know, you could just have a 6-way full combo.
Yeah, for
You
no.
can see the lowest. Oh, sorry, you can go.
Yeah, Nad with the 99.9 still on the map. This abrasive is incredible to see. Like
And
how?
he's being matched.
Oh!
Wait. You called his name and he listened with a miss, and now Vietnam has a lead. But they need to
How did
hold
I-
the combo.
How did I do this? Oh my god!
This
I'm
is
so sorry.
This is advanced commentator curse, and I think Vietnam's going to run away with the lead. With just
From-
that one miss.
Yeah, from that single miss alone, like you see, we foreshadow it. We essentially set the stage for a miss, and it actually happened on the top two performer. That is actually heartbreaking for South Korea. They would have gotten it through accuracy alone, and
They would have won that.
yeah, this entire lobby is nailing this map. By the way, like Joki with 996. 114, 300 is a
What
really
is
good
that?
ratio on
What
this.
is that actually beats Nat's accuracy as well. Like if
Yeah, by
Nat
a bit,
even
yeah.
got full combo, that would have beat it as well. So yeah, Joki coming out with an MVP, but Big Star and Rizuna also holding their weights together with a full combo. And as we said before, full combos are the name of the game, and they did just that. And that got Vietnam just the point they need.
Yeah, so that also gives us some very useful information in that South Korea, on Rise at least, Rise Technical, may have the accuracy advantage based on ratio alone. But Vietnam is actually close enough that they can aim for, they can hope for a South Korean choke and get a point like this.
Well, if I was South Korea, I would just try to shrug off and continue to go with something like Rise 2, maybe. It's more about Rise 2 is just more about accuracy. I think I've missed with it like too much. You can see like the accuracy discrepancy between South Korea and Vietnam is quite big, so it allows them to miss 1 to 2 times actually, in my opinion. So Rise 2 would be the pick, or maybe if you want to go for a more challenging Rise like Rise 6 would be interesting as well.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know whether South Korea should go for the hybrids. Like, South Korea, as an all-rounded team, is really good on the hybrids, but the problem is Vietnam is also a very all-rounded team. So,
I mean, you said before, right? In winners bracket, especially when you get to quarterfinal stage, you get the top 8 teams in the winners bracket, and they're a whole well-rounded team. They can just pick anything they want to, and they can still get an extremely good team score. This is kind of like the difference between the winners bracket team and the losers bracket teams at this stage. Uh-oh. Looks like they haven't picked any of the maps, so they're forcing a timeout. Actually,
Yeah.
one pick I could think of, one interesting pick I might want to throw it is actually Ellen 1. Ellen 1,
I
I think
mean-
is I don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. It's SV2.
okay, that's a fair pick. That's a fair pick.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I
it's
mean-
a fair pick as well.
Yeah, like the thing is, if everything on the board is risky, like Rice is risky, Hybrid is risky, and LN, they banned LN too, so they might not be comfortable on the LNs in the first place. That leaves the SV category.
Yeah. So I think they're picking this just because, well, I think that the South Korean team noticed that there's a person missing within the lineup.
Oh. Oh, are they exploiting this,
They
Isn't-
are.
Are they exploiting this gap right now? That is bold. That is
That is
bold,
quite
but
bold.
that is fair.
But again, South Korea also is really good at SV. They're like the number 2 SV team as well, if I remember correctly. So, you know, it's not like they're picking this because they think Vietnam is weak. They're picking this because South Korea is strong at this as well. They have the lineup for it. Salutation, Scratchers, and I'm guessing Citra is going to be playing the SV picks here.
Yeah, Joki definitely not switching to South Korea yet.
Is Joki playing as... Wait, hold on. Wait. No, Joki... You can't be serious, right? Did Joki even practice? We'll need to wait and see, but... Yeah, Tridon's not here, so... They're missing one of their main SC talisman as well in Chidon, so... And we're actually seeing Nat coming in instead of Citra. I thought it was going to be Citra, considering how good Citra is at SV, but guess I guess when it comes to South Korea, there's not just 3 SV players, there is way more than 3 within that roster.
Yeah, especially given, granted, that SV2 is a very different brand as SV that usual players are used to. So we have seen different rosters between SV2 and SV1. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I don't want to spoil this map result, But I'm just gonna do it anyways. I think this point may go to South Korea. I don't know, just a hunch. Just a bit of a hunch.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like, sorry, 20,000 points. Look at that accuracy on South Korea though. Just look at that.
Yeah, I mean, let's just see how much South Korea has put into this pick. It seems like they put a lot of effort on it. Like they look really confident on it.
Yeah, you can see the lowest accuracy in South Korea is 99.82, 81. And that's not, like, when you look at in Vietnam, highest accuracy is Big Sam with 99.7. I think, for the past the past two matches, Vietnam has been bullying opponents when it comes to SV picks, so South Korea, they probably had to practice a lot to be able to counter this. And just look at these accuracy right now. It is absolutely insane. Big Sam is actually managing to catch up to Nat in terms of accuracy, but that is the lowest accuracy in South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea's SV team score is actually incredible.
This is unbeatable. I'm just saying, if they manage to hold this, because I think Japan, the two players who practiced the SV got really good score with Kuke and I don't remember the other player, but the third player did not practice, so they actually lost their SV picks. So for once, we actually might be seeing a number one SV team score that is not Japan.
Yeah, for once.
For once. Nat did drop their accuracy down to 99.66%, but just look at the other two players. They're still averaging around 2.97 million right now. They're on pace for 2.97 million on an SV2 map. Let that sink in right now.
Yeah, this is the part where accuracies tend to drop because of the fast jams and all. And Squattritris is gonna go below 99.7. Sanitation still at 99.76, which is uncommon to see on this pick.
Yeah, this map has an extremely upper time signature. If I remember correctly, it's like 7-4, 5-4, something like that. The music nerd's gonna chew me out for that, but with the weird time signature goes with the weird SV patterning. And this song, as you've been listening as well, it just goes all over the place. So unpredictable SV pattern, unpredictable song, unpredictable time signature. So, and yet South Korea is still holding a freeway FC. Their accuracy have dropped a bit after the second half, but this is still an insane team score, potentially the best SV team score of this weekend.
Yeah, like, granted, all the BPM changes are also pretty hard to keep track of, and Salutation is actually not dropping any single bit of accuracy on this one. And it's gonna bring us a V1SS. Like, how do you V1SSs? There's little way to V1SSs, then Salutations just did it.
Lock this person in SV jail right now. What are they doing? This is too easy for South Korea and Salutation specifically.
Yeah, like, look at this team score, like 992, 986, and 985. I don't think any team comes close to this team score.
Yeah. I think even if Chudan comes in right there, they would not be able to beat that. Togi Yume with a sub 980k, Big Sam with 985k. I think that's a really good team score if Chudan were be able to play, but unfortunately, due to logistic issues and whatnot, it is what it is, and they just have to continue to move on. And now they're going with Hybrid 2. Oh, I don't like this. I really don't.
Yeah, like, this is a very polarizing pick. It might be the single most risky hybrid there is. And I think, like, Vietnam, by putting this pick on the table, is looking to make South Korea combo break by all means. And I think Vietnam is definitely counting on the combo game as they did with the previous Rise pick.
But when you go against combo breaks sort of pick, you have to also rely on the fact that your whole team needs to also not drop. But this map is a map and a half. This is like Mint's tiebreaker compressed into 2 minutes of just pure mini jack hell.
Yeah, there are many
Scary.
hybrids of Carry Me Away that exist. Well, I know Arceus, but this is just beyond that. Just way beyond that.
Arpia Carry Me Away, was it an SV pick?
No, it's a hybrid, but it's like way simpler. Think like round. I wouldn't say round of 64 equivalent in MWC. Like this is quarterfinals.
This is if you put this last year, I would put this in semis because this pick is absolutely brutal. It is 175 BPM. It's not, I wouldn't call this mini jacks, it's starting to get to like anchor jacks or even vibro-ish pattern as well with the, I think there was a 4-note long jack in there, so yeah. I'm scared.
Yeah, like the quadruple jack was already an iconic element of Arceus hybrid. I'm guessing Mint brought it back. I haven't seen this map before.
Oh, well, Mint definitely brought it back and probably made it 10 times harder as well. I mean, again, this is like, if you have some, I remember there's an extended version of this map, right? Of this song, right? So if there's an extended version, it'll become a tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this pans out because
you're going to enjoy this. You're going to enjoy this. I'll say that.
Yeah, like I don't think we're gonna get any full team combo. If we are actually getting a full team combo, I don't know.
I'm going to leave this commentator's booth if there's a freeway FC for any teams. Yeah, you can just see the mini jacks just straight off the intro. And this is still the intro, I'm saying. And here we go. The first KI section. How are we gonna see the 2,000 point lead between South Korea and Vietnam right now? Everyone's still holding the full combo. The 4-note mini jacks, everyone hits it. What is going on?
I mean, never mind that single quadruple mini jack. Everything else is just nailed perfectly by every single player on the field. And the score is really close right now. South Korea has the slightest advantage due to accuracy alone, but the combos are still alive.
Yeah, the combo is still there, so again, this is the name of the game throughout this match so far. It's about the combo. Accuracy versus combo. South Korea does have an accuracy lead, but we saw Nad dropping a bit of a combo in the first map, and that was the undoing for South Korea. But right now, no one is dropping. That's what I said. That
we do this again on the break.
Not again.
Missile treason. So South Korea still has a chance, still gets the advantage back, but it's not over.
It's not over yet. Rizuna with a miss. Now the combo lead is on South Korea's side. They heard us, man. They heard us. And now the lead is at 50,000 points. It's practically recoverable. Rizuna with another miss, and that is the undoing for Vietnam. And that is going to be our first breakpoint of this match. That was a bit of a collapse there. The break really just broke everyone. Half of the team there, half of the lobby. And what V1 SS from Nad, but the MVP goes to Joki. Wait, what is that? What is that?
Yeah, Nad's score is actually incredible. Like, you do not get that kind of score on this map in particular. Like, you saw all of those mini jacks. You saw all of this abrasiveness. Like, this map is brutal. You do not V1 double S's. Anyways, like
Joki with 1-15 ratio though.
Yeah. Like, South Korea and Vietnam were looking really close all the way throughout this pick, and like two of the players were holding 99.8 accuracy like the longest time, and Reizuna was showing a bit of sign of weaknesses here and there, but yeah, just that second half is just doing it in. That's pretty unfortunate.
And now that Vietnam is lost on hybrid, that leaves South Korea to maybe even look for hybrid, and they're going to break hybrid free. This is why I don't like it, because they just open up a new kind of territory for South Korea to pick on as well. Have you seen this map yet, Patarash?
I've actually seen this one before. This has been played before.
Yeah, this is funny. This one's quite funny as well.
Yeah, it is very bursty.
Yeah.
It's very bursty, and bursts also mean many occasions to choke and lose
Especially
accuracy
with
on,
the
especially.
Yeah, the Ellen patterns is quite funny as well. But to be honest, I've only seen this as an SV map. I've only played this as an SV map. I think it was made by Top Daddy.
Yeah,
Was it Top Daddy? Yeah, that was iconic. But I'm too old to play. I'm too watched to play this map now on this hybrid pick. 6 stars. We're in quarterfinals, and the star rating has already eclipsed 6. We're gonna be seeing
Yeah.
a similar lineup as well for Vietnam. I think there's not gonna be a lot of changes here. It's going to be Big Sam, Mizuna, and Joki. On the other hand, also similar lineup as well, so no changes in here.
Yeah, no changes, and I think there's gonna be essentially no changes in dynamics in this match, because every single pick, I feel it's gonna be really close, and we've seen the Rise pick get really close. We've seen the previous hybrid get really close, and I think this one is also gonna be really close.
Yeah, I think it's about the combo again. It's just combo. I think the accuracy does favor South Korea a bit, but we saw how this match goes. It's more about how well you can handle your mismanagement. And here we go. Here's the meat of the map. The burst, the rise burst, the Ellen followed right after that. It's all about how well you can control the burst, then do the releases as well. You can see Vietnam actually having a bit of an accuracy lead. Joki with 99.9, Rizino 99.8. Actually, the lowest accuracy right now is Vixen with 99.77.
Yeah, I think like Vietnam's advantage alone is brought by Joki's 99.87 right now.
Oh, actually, that burst dropped Rizino's accuracy by quite a bit. And now the accuracy is to South Korea, but again, it is so minuscule. It's practically nothing but makes up the miss.
Yeah, no. The misses are gonna be the most important element of this match, and you gotta look out for another miss from Reizuna. Unfortunately, is also gonna get the advantage brought to South Korea even more.
But I just want to point out that those 2 misses were really clean. This map can bring a lot of devastating losses, and this is not the hardest part of the map just yet. The last quarter of this map is absolutely brutal. So you just wait for that, and switch over the miss!
That was a pretty nasty
quite
miss
dirty.
as well.
Yeah, that was quite, and right into the break as well, so the combo reset is going to hurt South Korea quite a bit.
Yeah, gonna lose quite a bit of lead right now. Like 7,000 just about is not gonna be a lot of leeway for South Korea into this last part.
The hardest part. You can see a whole collapse in here if they're not careful. You can see the full Allen burst. And everyone's hitting it! What is going on?
Oh, nice curse.
Nice one.
Once again.
Nice one. Okay, cool.
It takes a Vietnamese commentator to curse the Vietnamese players.
Yeah, maybe I should start speaking South Korean. Start speaking Korean. And Joki with a miss! Mixed up with a miss! A whole team collapsed right there. Only Rizina picks up only hold the combo together. On the other hand, Nad Am Yi with a full combo and a 2.97 million team score to boot. And that is that for South Korea. The 3rd point.
Yeah, I think that's a very similar dynamic as the previous hybrid pick. Like, it gets really close in the first half, and the second half, well, you just kind of lose it to either stamina or just a lot of misses happening in the second half, which is pretty unfortunate to see. But it just kind of goes to show how how consistent, how strong South Korea is on this map pool.
Yeah. So now Vietnam, they really need to kind of take some of their time to think about what to pick because hybrid is just not working out for them. There's only one more hybrid, but I doubt they want to pick that. The first hybrid is quite different from the other two in terms of it's very straightforward. It's very similar to LN2, I'll say that, which South Korea did ban. So they could go with that, or they go with Rice 4 or something.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
that's an intriguing pick. I think
Yeah. What South Korea's been picking makes sense to me, but what Vietnam has been picking is quite over the place in my opinion.
I would say this is sort of similar to the idea of the other Rise, like Rise 5. I think they're kind of trying to replicate that situation where they would get a full team pool combo and trigger a South Korean choke. Well, that can very well happen on this one.
That could happen. That could really do happen. This map does not hold back though. You see Frums and you see Rise 6. You start feeling the shakes. You start feeling scared. The creeps up on your back. Because yeah, this map is not for. It's not rated E for everyone. It's definitely just rated way higher.
Yeah, what you hear right now in the music is the Vietnamese storm that is going on right now. They had to sacrifice Tid1 for this, but they are coming in for South Korea. Will the Vietnamese storm take South Korea for a second point for Vietnam? We'll see right now.
They really need this right now. I can just see the polyrhythmic patterning in here and just so much coordination. The mini jacks and everything.
Yeah, the anchors are definitely like the hardest part of the map for some people, especially those who are not well versed with the technical side of things. And it gets really close. We are trading accuracies between Vietnam and South Korea. It is going almost back and forth.
I'm sorry, Joki is on the level of their own. No one is even close to Joki. A whole 10% ahead of Citro, who's the highest accuracy in South Korea, and I think that is making the accuracy difference right now for Vietnam. But
yeah,
again,
Gag's a little bit behind, yeah.
Yeah, you did point out, GGX, GGX is a bit behind right now. But again, it's about the combo. We saw, South Korea, both South Korea and Vietnam, they are not immune to these misses.
Yeah, South Korea does have two players at 99.8, which can counter Joki's 99.9 very well. But yeah, the Vietnamese have to hold hard for the second half.
Yeah, they have to weather the storm.
The literal storm.
Literal storm and the metaphorical storm. Yes.
The storm is coming from South Korea, but no!
Oh,
Big Sal is gonna fall prey to the storm!
Oh, this part is so dense. It's not holding back. It's still a clean miss, so it's still possible for anyone to miss right now, but everyone in South Korea is just demolishing this pick.
Yeah, like the physical element of this map definitely caught Big Sal off guard. But look, South Korea is just so comfortable on this map pool. There's just nothing that can disturb South Korea, save for that one single miss that cost them their point in the first pick.
I don't think that would have done it, to be honest. Even if Vixal gets the full combo, that would be roughly around 988k. So that would not be enough, but shout out to Nad and Joki and Citra actually getting above 995k. So again, these players have been the top performers throughout the match so far.
Yeah, like look at the team score from South Korea. It is, well, South Korea did not end up as seed number 2 for no reason. Like they are a really solid team.
Yeah, but when it comes to qualifiers, I think like it kind of shows how well you can perform up to quarterfinals, and being a high seeded team shows that you can definitely handle quarterfinal maps much better than others, and we can see South Korea right now, double 995k, and GGX was actually a really good ratio to boot as well. So yeah, it's looking good for South Korea, and now South Korea can still have a hybrid one to pick, or if they want to risk it with the LNs, I doubt they will touch any of the LNs right now.
Yeah, I would have thought
Okay,
that Vietnam.
okay, they pick
Yeah,
LN free,
okay.
sure.
I thought that
Okay,
Vietnam would go for the LNs, but apparently, like South Korea can just go for anything.
actually, I think if anything, they would pick LN free more based on how the matches went. The two hybrids, hybrid 3 and hybrid 2, they're like their LN pattern is quite similar to LN free, and South Korea did win Vietnam both of those.
Yeah, that's fair. Like LN3 is almost hybrid-like in its approach because there's a lot of abrasive patterning that can make people miss. I feel like those maps were made to make people miss.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was just looking at the team chat right now. Well, private team chat, and looks like Rizuna does not have the map.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's a bit unfortunate. Again, I think the scoreline here does not really represent how close this match could potentially be. Vietnam does miss their biggest talisman within the name of Chidon Gaming, so
I mean, like Vietnam is providing us with this performance without one of their players, like without one of their main liners. It's
yeah,
just it just represents how good Vietnam is as a team.
yeah. So again, I think the scoreline was a bit misrepresentative of what could have been, but still, it is still not over yet. It is only over when it's over, so it's only 4-1. We have seen comebacks of epic proportions before.
Yeah, catch. What was Brazil's opponent yesterday? I think Mexico. Mexico Brazil was incredible.
Yeah, no, I think Brazil. I think it was quite back and forth, but Brazil was down for all of the matches until the tiebreaker.
Yeah, from 4-1 to 6-5.
Yeah, so anything up? Yeah, 4-1 is the score line right now, and you can see Vietnam with a bit of a lead from the intro. But as soon as I said that reason with the miss.
Coming right out of the intro, and that is way
Oh, this
past
one
the
is
400
evil.
combo point.
This one is so evil. The one-handed trill. Everyone hits it. Rizuna gets back to the 400 Actually, despite the miss, Rizuna's actually accuracy climbs back up a bit right now, nearly matching a Pan Yi. And it's only 6,000 points difference, so a miss could change this quickly.
Yeah, on paper, Vietnam could have the advantage based on accuracy. So we have to look for that aspect as well.
Yeah, Big Sal doing actually quite well right now, 99.75. So is Joki. So they're both countering Nad and Citrus. It's just a difference between, I'm guessing, Ami and Rizuna, because Rizuna did drop a miss earlier. But again, the score lead is way too close to call right now. Anything could potentially happen. We're reaching to the last bit of the map. Everyone's still holding their combos together. This will be South Korea's point if everyone holds their combo together. And it might be it. There's still a bit more of the map left.
Big Sal and Joki really putting a really incredible performance into the lens. Citra and Nad also matching those performances.
This is why you shouldn't cite read maps. This is a cautionary tale to everyone else.
Yeah, especially
Do
this
not
map in
cite read.
particular.
Yes, yes, indeed. Now, just look at these scores right here. 991, 992, 992. Actually, this is quite insane scores for a map that as abrasive as LN3.
Consider this. If this was a 2v2, this would have been incredibly close.
Actually, I think Vietnam would have won it. They would have, because
Yeah.
Joki does beat up Nad and Citra does lose Vix about a couple hundred points. So yeah, I think the difference was all between Rizuna and Am Yi, and their third. I think this is the time where we start touching onto the third player syndrome part. This is what separates, the top four team to the other, teams like within the top 12, is that they have a third player that can dish out 985k to 990k in these maps.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting to see. You compare this team dynamic versus a 1v1 dynamic. Like 1v1 dynamic, it's like you've got two players. You've got one player that might be a little bit better than the other player on certain skill sets and so on. It's very easy to think about. But in MWC, in any World Cup that is, you have to take into account the entire team. Like, you have to take into account that one player might be a lot better than the others and might quote-unquote carry them. Also, from the other end, you have to make sure that your lineup actually survives the map pool. That is also very important in a winner's bracket. And quarterfinals is usually where we see teams start to show weaknesses.
And it starts to become more of an issue the later we go to. The difficulty ramp up is still going to continue. If you think quarterfinals is as hard as it could get, then you are so wrong.
Yeah, Vietnam continuing on with the trend of picking Rice Tech. The upper half of Rice has not been touched by anyone. South Korea, I think, correctly assesses that it would be too risky against Vietnam. Like Vietnam definitely has the physicality to maintain those picks, so it is way too close in accuracy to be picking there. And Vietnam is also a lot more afraid than South Korea to pick those picks.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we're to be seeing Scratchers actually coming in instead of, if I remember correctly, GGX or AME, which they have been playing for quite a lot of Rice picks, so interesting to see Scratchers coming in, or otherwise known as Decomposition. Shout out to anyone who recognized that name.
Okay, 5-1. This is match point for South Korea. Vietnam's last chance to bring it back. Otherwise, Vietnam's going to the losers bracket. They're gonna have a second chance in the losers bracket, and seeing Vietnam potentially in the losers bracket is a very terrifying thought.
It's that. Oh, okay. I thought someone disconnected, but yeah, as I said before, now this is where the losers bracket gets so scary because now you start pushing down some of the more stronger teams within the losers bracket. We saw already Malaysia going down to the losers bracket, and I would not want to face Malaysia. And also Philippines is in the losers bracket as well. So yeah, you have those two to worry about.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncommon countries, quote unquote, in the losers bracket. The UK is currently in the losers bracket. Who
I
else?
don't know what to say about that, to be honest. Yeah, UK, China's also in the losers bracket. They might be even eliminated after. There's one more match for this round. As well. Also, actually, the score lead is so close right now. It's only less than 2,000. Oh no!
You have to do this again.
No.
You have to do this again.
I don't know what to say about this anymore. But at least the miss was very clean. It's only 7,000 points. Oh come on! No!
You cannot keep doing this. Please.
Jokey. That is such a disgusting drop from Jokey from 99.95 to 99.7.
Oh my god.
What is going on? No!
I'm out.
I'm done. I'm so done with this.
Man, I'm just gonna take a small vacation right now.
This is why I don't commentate for Vietnamese matches.
Yeah. Actually, y'all wanna know a fun fact? Both of my parents are Vietnamese, so I'm actually also sort of Vietnamese. So this match has been rigged from the start.
This is quite rigged already. But South Korea does not care about any of the commentary bias anything. They're just plowing straight through with a freeway full combo. Lowest accuracy is 99.7 from Squaretress, and that is basically it. 40,000 points difference. It's basically snap, sealed, and they're banishing Vietnam to the losers bracket. I don't think there's much more chance to go from this.
Also, should I note how well South Korea is doing? Like, South Korea has been incredibly consistent throughout all of the picks in all categories involved. And right now we see a 99.92 from Nad, a 99.79, lost a little bit here with a 200 from Citra. Quatatris also maintaining their 99.74. All of those scores are really strong on a pick as abrasive as a role understanding 1.15.
Yeah, that is just it for Vietnam. But look at that performance of South Korea. We might be seeing a 2.98 million team score. Oh, just about 2.98, and that is just an insane team score from South Korea. 997 from Nad, and that is a performance and a half from this man right here. I think this is their first ever participation in MWC. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think yeah, it's only Scratchatris who's the only returning player from South Korea. The rest are all debutants, and they are just showing up right here. Insane score, lowest. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of first appearances, Joki with the best
Joki.
ratio in the lobby.
Joki is the definitive MVP of this match. He did his best, and so is Nat. Nat and Joki have been the two top performers of this match. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner, and it's going to be Nat's team. In the name of South Korea coming through to the semi-finals winners bracket, so actually getting a top 6 placement. Vietnam, unfortunately for them, they're going down to the losers bracket where they're going to face, I think, the winners of China and someone else, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, 6-1, adding on to the list of many 6-1s that we've gotten this week.
No clean sweeps. Wait, no, there was not. Never mind. But yeah, that's quite unfortunate. But you know what is not unfortunate? We do have is banners. Banners still for sale, right?
Yeah, banners are still for sale. They're gonna be for sale up until the end of the tournament, I want to say. It's a long time coming. We have a few weeks coming of matches. We are in the quarterfinals. There's still like the semifinals, the finals, and finally the grand finals. And if your supported team actually wins the tournament, you get to keep the banner for an entire year. And also, another element you might be interested in, the banners actually stack on your profile as long as the tournament is going. So
yes. So you can do some funny shenanigans, and if you want to do just that, head over to the Osu store page, and there will be a section where you can buy the banners. You can buy as many banners as you want. Try not to bankrupt yourself, but you can showcase how much you love Osu Mania 4K World Cup or your country as well by going to the store section, as we said before. So yeah, with that aside, do you have anything else to say, Paturash?
yeah, look forward to the next match. That is gonna be Russia versus Taiwan. I believe that is gonna be their second match of the weekend. So definitely gonna be a clash of underdogs right there. Like, those two countries are definitely underdogs in their own regard.
Yeah, and followed by Thailand versus Singapore. So the C matchup, the C rivalry between Thailand and Singapore. So yeah, very stacked matchups. And Brazil Japan as well followed right after that. UK versus Hong Kong. So you do not want to miss those. So we'll see you guys in 2 hours from now. So yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Osu Mania 4K World Cup 2024. We're just continuing from the previous match between Russian Federation and Taiwan that ends in 6-2. And now we're going to the Southeast Asian rivalry between Thailand and Singapore. Both of these teams have a long history throughout the years, and now they're facing each other for a spot within the winners bracket in the semifinals. My name is Mashed Potato, and I'm joined in the commentary booth today by Rafael. Hello.
Hello, indeed. This is definitely a matchup that goes quite a while back. This is the fourth time these two teams are facing off each other in the 4K World Cup. The previous time being in 2021 in the quarterfinals, Singapore beat Thailand 6-3. We'll see if that will be the same outcome or if Thailand can actually get some revenge. Because the head-to-head between these two teams is Singapore 2, Thailand 1. So Thailand down by 1. Let's see if they'll be able to get a victory here. They are 8 seeds higher than Singapore, which managed to pull off a crazy upset over the United Kingdom, beating them 6-5. And Thailand are here after beating Hong Kong 6-2.
Yeah, that's for sure. But the journey on how both these two got into here is quite different. Singapore has to go through quite a rough journey. And in the first round against, if I remember correctly, Poland, they barely scraped by as well, 5-3. So yeah, they have to struggle so much just to get to here. And now they're facing a juggernaut that is Thailand, who I think quite a lot of people have them as favorites to make it to top 3. I'm also one of them as well. We're very excited to see how this team fare later on. But now, one of the teams that is facing against them on their path to top 3 is Singapore. And I just want to say, Singapore's lineup, I'm so excited for this lineup because this is literally the 4DM team with the OPV, Neon Hooray, and Oyama Mahiro. This is like the core lineup in 4DM 2022 that got second place, and now they're here in MWC just absolutely demolishing everyone. Well, beating out the UK in quite an amazing fashion from last weekend.
Yeah, and they are no slouches against Thailand as well, especially seeing how they have a better Rise 4 and a better SV1 than Thailand from the round of 16. So we'll be seeing if Singapore will want to utilize one of the SV maps.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think the one thing about Thailand, apart from SV, Thailand has just been known for just sandbagging a bit in SV. But other than that, what else can you pick against Thailand when they have like just really insane players to pick up against? You know, for Rise you have Paraponger who can scale super well late Rise, and now that you have Kiruru or Miku in bot, their LNs in like the mid game is also just been gone like a huge glow as well. So what else can you say? Oh, actually, is that a protect for SV2? Okay, SV2 protect.
Yeah. So like I said, seeing if Singapore would want to utilize some of the SVs for this round, they will go ahead and protect SV2. Thailand have protected Rise 3, which is the O's original, and the Chord Jack map, so that's going to be very interesting to see. Thailand did have a very good Chord Jack score from last round, 2993, that put them 3rd place in that map, as opposed to Singapore's 2975, which gave them 14th. And Singapore are banning LN1, which is extremely reasonable, like you mentioned, with Thailand's pretty strong mid-game LN. I think this is going to be an uphill battle for the remaining 2 LN maps to open, and Thailand will also ban out SV1.
I think it's all kind of going how we expected, to be honest. Thailand just protect taking all of the Rise, Singapore protecting SV, and then Thailand banning the one thing they're weak at, and Singapore banning probably Thailand's strongest skill set in the LN release department. And now, I think that is now Singapore's to pick first.
Thailand to pick first, actually.
Thailand to pick first. Okay. Apologies for that. They could just pick one of the Rice. I think one of the Rice that they're most comfortable with. Maybe Rice. Oh, actually, Rice 1.
Okay,
I didn't expect that. Okay.
I think this makes sense. I mean, it really depends on what Thailand are comfortable with, like you said, but also Singapore's Rise 1, 12th place from round of 16. So Thailand are probably looking at that and thinking, yeah, Singapore's struggling a little bit, and especially now that every map has gotten harder. You know, the streams are now getting even denser. maybe Thailand can take that as a sign.
Not only
Also,
denser,
I'm-
but also faster too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
what
but
do you say?
who name changed? I do not remember a Koishi
That's the OP
Komeiji.
meme. That's the OP meme.
Oh my gosh.
I
You can
forgot
never
to tell you
go.
now.
You can never go a 4K Mania World Cup without someone having to change their name.
Oh, also
and then they
there's
just
the.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, Wimtree also changed the name from Pathé as well.
Oh yeah, I had to change that last round. I know
Yeah.
I had to change it last round. I can't believe I have to change another name on my
God
notes.
damn it, Singapore! God damn it, Singapore! Why have you do this to us?
To be fair, it's not only Singapore. I mean, we already had Russian Federation in the last match, which had two
Maybe they didn't
players
change
change
it.
their names to Manip.
I mean, to be fair, we can still recognize it with like Netco
Yeah.
and this tire. Like, it's this is like a complete name change. Like, where is the OP meme? Like, where do you see OP meme in Koishi Komiji? And then Happy and Wintry just completely different names. So it's like, what? I mean, to be fair, it's not as bad as Standards. Oops, my bad. Sorry for saying Standards, but
People are just
you know,
trying way too hard to be their favorite anime characters. But it's fine. You know what? We'll see if Singapore can gain some advantage. Gain a buff from the name change.
yeah.
This looks
Anime
like
character buff.
looks like an okay roster. I mean, Singapore's team on Rise 1 from the last one was Neon Hooray, OP Meme, and Oyama. No Oyama this time. It is going to be Path, aka Wintry. So that's going to be the roster for Singapore and Thailand. Having Paponga Konkari, I think that's very, very standard.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing these three names quite more often now that we're past like the early game. We're stepping into the mid game, and now we're gonna be seeing Parponger more often now instead of, let's say, Miku and Bod.
And especially
Yeah, we're
since
gonna get used
Thailand.
to. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, you go.
Oh, I was thinking like, yeah, because Thailand are going to be exposed to more Rise as well. We'll be seeing more of these players come up as the rounds go.
Yeah, and then there's Paimon and Konkawi, who's just there. They're just gonna be there.
The anchors of Thailand.
Yeah. And here we go. Actually, Neon Hooray with a bit of a struggle already. Down to 99.4 from the intro.
Yeah, it is just the start, so still a lot of time to try and get back that accuracy, which they have back up to 99.5, but there is, of course, that accuracy discrepancy already.
Is it just me or? Okay,
Is that
okay.
client? That's
That was
client,
fine. Okay, I thought I lagged for a bit. I thought I reverted back in time for just a second. Okay, look at the accuracy on time. What is that? Lowest
Yeah, this is-
99.91. What?
This is a bit absurd. I mean, they are third seed. They are third seed for a reason. But this is quite something right now.
What is this? Like the OPV is still doing so well with 99.87. So Kurishi Komeiji is doing so well right now. 99.8 is no slouch of a score, but that's not even close to Pavitt, who's the lowest accuracy. 99.9, a whole
Yeah.
0.1%. What is going on?
No one in Singapore is close. Thailand are dropping a bit of accuracy now as the patterns get denser in this KI, but Konkawi still holding a 99.9 and Nyeon Hooray finally finding a drop with the accuracy mixed up at the start. Now Thailand
This is-
has a huge lead.
This is a slaughter. What is going on?
Oh, boy.
Wintry continue to pick up this. Yeah, I think when you get to this point,
Oh.
Pavitt did pick up it. Ooh, that's a
Oh, that's
huge miss of
nasty.
Pavitt. Yeah, down to 99.3, but we still have the two players of Parponga and Konkawi still holding above 99.8. Konkawi,
Yeah.
stop. No, stop it. You're not, no.
It's funny
stop.
how Pavin had such like a bad miss and Thailand are still like gaining points, and I say that Nyeon Hooray drops again. Like this is a slaughter, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say about this? I mean, Pavitt probably just had a bit of a...
Oh my god.
Either lag spike... Oh, what is that?
Almost
Konkawi?
998. Wow, that
What is
was
that?
literally almost 998. 92 300s.
What is that? Konkawi, just stop it. Actually, stop it. You're... Like, the next closest is Parponger, 172. that's still amazing. Like, if you put this on like other matches, Power Punker would have the best ratio, but Kakaoi just half that and have no 200s to count. What is this man doing?
Yeah, really good start for Thailand. Good, strong pick as well. And now it's time for Singapore to answer.
Maybe seeing potentially, I don't know, one of the hybrids? I'm not sure what Singapore can pick that is like. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot SV. SV.
Well, I was thinking maybe Singapore could save it, but
yeah,
no, they're
yeah,
just
but
going
at the
with
same
it.
time, yeah. But I do want to point out that Thailand do have an SV roster. They do have the likes of Banana as well.
Yep.
So, sure, Thailand did not do as they have lost for the past couple of years. As much as I remember, Thailand has always been losing a couple of SV picks, but now they have Kiruru and Banan who can play SV. It's now a matter of their third player if they can catch him. The war would end if Thailand wins an SV pick. But it's very possible. It is so possible seeing Banan and Kiruru here. They are very proficient in SV, especially Banan, who made a comeback to the roster after 2022. So does Kiruru. So yeah, potentially this might be closer than many things.
Speaking of players returning from previous rosters, we have to mention Claren coming back for the first time since 2021 as the resident SV player for Singapore, and they are here in the lobby.
Both Taiko players are both Banan and Claren. Just want to point that out. Maybe there's some. Wait, actually, yeah, Claren does play as Taiko, I think. Yeah. Anyways, though, I think that's actually. Oh, Neon Hooray and OPV is actually staying in the roster for this one.
Yep. That is the 3 players that played Horizon Blue from the last round. Actually, interesting to see that Heaven's not playing for Thailand.
Okay, I got a message from an insider. Just not gonna leak who it is. They said Kiruru doesn't know how to play SV.
Kiruru did play Horizon Blue last weekend. So unless they didn't practice this, then we'll have to see.
We'll have to see. But again, though, Thailand, as always, they always just have this one point that they lose against every other team is that their SV has never been the best.
I mean, if we're just basing it off the previous round's SV1, both teams did play it. Thailand placed 12th and Singapore placed 5th. So there is already that huge score discrepancy.
I mean, qualifiers, Thailand placed in the bottom, I think the bottom C when it comes to SV.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiruru, wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is definitely a miss. I mean, it was one of the stops with the LN. It's a very recurring theme in this map, you'll see.
Yeah, but the accuracy drop's actually not that bad, so it's still pretty much possible. But as you said before, this is still the start of the map. I think I'm very interested to see how they do with the slow jam at the halfway mark, and then followed by the fast jam with multiple changing BPM, changing patterning, because just how not how abrasive, but just how unique this song is in terms of their song lyrics and the time signature being what 7/4, 5/4. I'm not sure what it is.
Irregular time signatures, we can call it that.
Yeah,
I mean, so far,
time signatures.
Yeah, so far the other 2 players of Thailand, Banan and Konkawi, absolutely crushing it. And not far behind, of course, is Singapore's resident SV player Claren leading the way for Singapore to currently hold on to this lead off the miss from Kiruru.
It's closer than I thought it would be, actually.
Yeah, Thailand definitely did their homework.
Oh no, the one pick that we can pick against Thailand. Here we got the slow jam.
Oh, wait, accuracy is dropping from Singapore. The
who's
lead,
dropping?
Oh, the lead shrunk. The lead is shrinking actually as Singapore.
Oh, Thailand's leading. Thailand's leading a bit. What's going on?
All of the players from Singapore dropped. Banan is still holding on to 99.9. That is the X factor of Thailand right now, bringing this lead forth into the red. But for how much longer? Because Singapore are slowly trying to pull this one back off Kiruru's accuracy as well. Yeah, like you mentioned, Kiru is struggling, trying to read the shot outland, and Singapore have snatched the lead back, but again, for how much longer?
It's swinging back and forth now, just like the song, just like the patterning. The score lead is swinging with the song.
It really is just Banan, who is trying to hold Thailand together, glue the broken pieces, and perhaps pull off a great point as OP meme finds a miss. This could be their chance. This could be their
Banan
chance.
does trade.
It's not over. It is not over.
It is not.
Kiru is cold. Oh, please.
Oh,
don't
Banan
tell me.
disconnect.
Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
No,
Please don't tell me. That is
you can't
cruel.
do this. That is way too cruel. What? No. Okay, we have
Oh,
to.
but Kiru
wait.
did miss. Kiru
Oh,
did
okay.
miss.
Hold on. Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see if
We'll have to wait.
Banan is continuing to play or not. And we'll see if we can offer a replay file. Yeah, this has happened before already. I believe that has happened with China's team, and they were actually able to retrieve the replay file and actually submit it as a valid score. So we'll see if that will be the case. I mean, really good score still, like Konkawi 989, almost 990.
It's actually very doable if Banan gets around 990k, 995k, or 992k around there. We'll have to wait and see.
Which I think they were on par.
Yeah, okay, so Singapore, if Banan gets more than 989k, okay, so Banan just got disconnected. Hold on. Again, we'll be updating to you guys how it goes.
Yeah,
But
usually the
988k,
yeah.
well, yeah, looking at the MP link, right? They beat by 988k, and I think if Banan did submit their score, I think they definitely will get the points.
Yeah.
Because that one miss of
If
Banan,
Banan
they're still
finish.
at 99.8. Yeah, if Banan finish, of course. Banan hold a 99.8 even with a miss. So that's like 990k paced right there.
I mean, if Banan didn't miss, then yes.
Banan didn't miss it, that's so be it. Like, they definitely win. But the miss makes it a bit closer, but... Oh, this is sending a signal. This is sending a signal to the rest of the team, though. That is a score and a half of Thailand right there, though. Like, maybe now they can't really take SC for granted. Singapore has to sweat just to be able to get that.
Yeah, this is not if it does follow through as a Singapore point, then it really isn't that bad for Thailand, because once again it is Singapore's protect and Singapore's pick, Singapore's point. Like, it's really not the end of the world for Thailand, but we'll see the status of this first, and we'll see if
Yes. So if there's no screenshot, then it's quite lucky. But again, you know, it's one of those things where you just have to move on. Do not let the momentum just stop dead right at track, because you still have 5 more picks, and yeah, Konkao is just speaking rice too. I think they have accepted the point and move on. I think it's good that they have moved on pretty quickly and not trying to spend some time trying to get the screenshot and everything. So yeah, Rice 2. Again, this is a pretty standard pick as well. Like a good progression, you know, you pick Rice 1, you go to Rice 2, and probably next is gonna be Rice 3.
oh, Thailand's jump stream is really good.
Yeah, I just want to say that this 250, I think is still too slow for many of these teams. Like, we saw the US. The US, we saw the US, so Thailand, I think they can just replicate similar scores to this as well. Paraponger essentially has, you know, one thing we usually say about from last year's performance, that Paraponger did have a bit of an accuracy issue from last year. They had a combo to back up, but they did not have the best accuracy. But now, you see that Paraponger can match even that of Pavin's accuracy. So now the accuracy issue has been resolved right now for Thailand. Now they have 3 players who can just dish out amazing accuracy, just get sharp shooting accuracy all over the place. And This is going to be very scary for Singapore. They're going to get... Okay, so we're going to be seeing OPU Sing as expected.
We're getting a certified Pinoy in Oyama in for Singapore. And then Thailand once again is the main three. The main three cast.
I mean, we're going to be seeing, as we said before, these three is going to be what drives Thailand to the potential podium finish. This is I think this is do or die for them for this year now. I think it's going to be hard to try to get like a roster like this all together.
Yeah. If we have to go to when Thailand last played a jump stream map in this World Cup, it is round of 32, Senko no Flare. Thailand placed 4th on that, beating out Brazil and South Korea. So, you know Thailand's jump streams are sharpened.
Yeah. I think it's a funny thing as well. When you are like physically strong, you tend to have like your comfort range tends to like increase by a bit more, and like when maps are too slow for you, you tend to like actually get worse accuracy. But when like the BPM like hits the soft spot, for example 250 BPM for some really strong players, you just gotta run away with the accuracy. We can see Konkawe and Tabin right now showing is exhibit A of just comfort accuracy right now. 99.99! Their accuracy is going up! What the hell?
How is it going up? That
Why
is
is it going?
ridiculous.
Please go down, thank you. Wow, they dropped. Oh.
First miss already, and it's Oyama Mahiro, lowest accuracy of the lobby. And Singapore now have a mountain to climb as Thailand still lowest being a 99.91. They are matching OP meme, but this is so far so good.
The certified Kino is doing quite well, holding together at 99.8, but Oyama Mahiro is struggling quite a bit. And now their accuracy is actually it's trying to climb back up, but I think it's now stabilizing at around 99.67. It's actually not going as fast as I guess the Singaporean fans wanted to see.
The good news is that Singapore are still within striking distance. If Thailand do find a mess up, it can definitely swing back to them. But that also means that Oyama Mahiro has to hold on to combo, as is the other players.
Yeah, I think one thing they need is, from if you remember from the first Rice pick, Rice 1, they had a very disgusting drop right there. So
yeah.
they need to see a repeat of that. And that the whole Singaporean team holding their accuracy together. Is it really happening? You can see you can look at the UR bar that is so dead right in the center for all three players. Parfunger a bit wider. That is definitely declined.
Yeah, don't worry. The client will just get back to track very soon. Singapore's players also, like you mentioned with the UR bar, like Certified Pinoy and OP Meme definitely have a bit more spaced out UR bars compared to Thailand.
Oh, Koichi Komiji. Oh my gosh! Whoa, that's a huge accuracy drop of
that was a shake with the devil.
Yeah, that's basically a miss in terms of score drop though. You think about it, that is a 0.1% drop. That is basically a miss in terms of the score loss right there.
The lead swung into the 5 digits because of that too. And another miss of Oyama Mahiro that's not going to help Singapore's case to try and get a point on this.
Here's the question, can Konkawe push to 99.97?
I don't want to say anything.
I'm really not saying anything. No, me neither, but this is a team score to have lowest in Parfunger 99.87. What is this team score we're looking at?
Yeah, they are matching the highest of Singapore being certified Pinoy. But this is
That's the lowest
Thailand point.
That is the lowest score for Parfunger. And they're beating out the Singapore's strongest team, strongest player right now. What? 2.99.
Almost double digits.
What?
Wow.
Nah, that's illegal.
I mean, third seed team.
Yeah, third seed for a reason.
I just realized that score from Konkawi beats on Epigens.
That beat the team score of the US as well? I think
the
that
US,
did.
yeah.
Oh, 2.99. Oh, actually, that did not beat it. Okay.
Oh, it did not. But I think the solo score from Konkawi did score the highest. That is scary.
Yeah, that is very scary. Again, they're just really just making a statement right now. They are here for blood.
Oh, and Singapore
5.
wants some blood back. Rise 5 is going to be the pick.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know about this, but they did ban Ellen. They did avoid Ellen, and hybrid is the hybrid in this pool is just extremely difficult. Maybe hybrid 1 is like the only reasonable one. The other two hybrids is just extremely difficult.
I mean, if there's one map that we can compare this to, it's Supernova from round of 16. And if we are going to actually compare that, Thailand are first on Supernova, Singapore are third. It is just by 2,600 points. So Singapore, I'm thinking, you know, with also a shorter map, TV size, 1 minute 28 seconds, maybe there's a better chance on this than on Supernova.
You're saying there's still a chance.
I mean, Thailand's like tech team, I think we can just ignore like Rise 4 from last round. Like they are first on Rise 5 and Rise 6, like that's crazy.
I don't know what they're up to, man. Like this team Rise is extremely threatening. Okay, we're gonna be seeing the exact same lineup. We're gonna be seeing the exact same lineup on both sides.
Singapore should know something we don't, and we'll see if this is going to help them get a second point.
Yeah, that's for sure. This map, I don't know if you pointed out, but yeah, this map is extremely short, so this is all about combo management. I think accuracy-wise, you can drop a bit because that one miss is going to ruin the accuracy for the rest of the map. The one miss can drop by 10,000 points. Like, it's that punishing.
The issue when you say like you can afford to drop a bit of accuracy, you're facing Thailand. The moment you drop a bit of accuracy, you might not catch up. So Singapore they know the exercise.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happened when you face Thailand, though. You have to keep both combo and accuracy. And not just any accuracy, you have to get sharp shooting accuracy. Because you can see right now, everyone in Thailand is above 99.8. Actually, so is Singapore. Oyama, my hero, with a bit of an accuracy deficit, 99.7, but it's still within striking distance against Thailand right now.
Yeah, this front part is still going to be okay until we hit the Kiai, the chorus part of the song. Then that is where we might start to see some combo drops. If any, of course.
We have seen quite a lot of good team. Actually, we have seen a couple of team FCs in this throughout the weekend so far. So this map, when it comes to difficulty, it might not be too hard. It may look hard, but for these players, it's actually quite trivial for them. You can see right now, we're nearly at the end of the map. Actually, nearly approaching the final quarter of the map, and we're still seeing 6-way full combo. And now, ooh, is that enough? That's actually enough. That's what I was saying.
Enough for now. It's enough for now. It was a clean miss, but because of that miss, it will bring it to Singapore's favor, but it's back to Thailand with the miss from Certified Pinoy. Like I said, the Kiai section is ruthless.
It is absolutely ruthless, and it has played both Pav and Certified Pinoy, and when the combo is even, it's all about the accuracy, and we have seen so far, accuracy is all on Thailand. And that is still 2.975 despite a miss from Pavin, and that, what? What?
Yeah, 2v1 double S's. Could have been 3 if Pavin didn't miss.
Yeah, Pavin, come on, you know? You could have just got, if you didn't miss there, you could have got a clean free V-way, V1 double S. That's a pretty solid team score for Singapore, though. 995 from BOP meme, 989 for Oyama My Hero, and without that miss, it could have been around 992k. So could have been a solid team score for Singapore, but unfortunately, when you're facing Thailand, we're not accepting mediocrity or even good scores.
I mean, the fact that Thailand's team in total have more misses than 200s. Like you're essentially praying for them to miss instead of like get like a random accuracy drop. They are not dropping accuracy.
They are not dropping anything. That is just scary to think about.
But it's going back to Thailand. What can they go for? Rise 6. Oh my goodness, they are just going to ride on the tech. Ride on the tech roller coaster. We're going to the life.
I mean, you know, what's better than a Southeast Asia matchup than a rice battle?
Hey, look. I do enjoy my noodles as well, okay?
I do enjoy my noodles too, but come on, like it's all about the rice in here. The rice beans.
We can save that food debate for another time. We've
Yeah,
got
sure.
another tech map. This one, would you say this one is... Okay, I would say that this is harder.
No, I would say
Then,
this is
Quarterfinals.
much harder. Yeah, this is much
Yeah.
harder. So I think Rice 6 is on a level of its own, in my opinion, when it comes to holding your accuracy together. This is the trill on here is so difficult. It's also like polyrhythmic as well. So one hand you're hitting the trills, the other hand you're just hitting a completely different rhythm.
Yeah, polyrhythms, I love it.
I love it too. Not the players, but we love it as casters.
It's okay, I get to look at players actually hit the patterns and make me feel bad about myself.
So true. This is why we're casting, not playing.
But okay, some changes, that's for sure. I don't think Singapore made a change. I think they just changed
No.
their positions. However, Thailand do have a player swap. Matcha Latte is coming in.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. Matcha Latte being their sixth player of the roster. So I was following Thailand. Was it the tryout for their roster, and they are missing for their sixth player, and it was Matcha Latte who got this final spot within
Oh.
this roster.
Okay.
So a bit of a nugget of trivia for you guys here.
Yep, I mean, Thailand so far... Actually, I was about to say, Thailand were doing pretty well. Pavin did drop a bit of accuracy. But so far, Singapore hasn't really catch up again.
Look at
Oh,
Pavin's
no.
accuracy. He's not,
Yeah.
I don't think this is a bit of an underperformance from Pavin right now. We expect him to do quite better than this, but honestly, when you have a team that when you have a solid team backing, it's fine when you have an off day as well.
Yeah, I mean, Thailand still have the lead right now of just the accuracy of Konkawi. I mean,
I don't know what
99.9 still as Pavin finds a miss!
Hey,
Oh,
okay,
no.
now things are changing. Now it's no longer the accuracy. No accuracy can save you now. It's all about the combo. Now the fate is on Singapore's hand to take.
There might be a mental game as well. Pavin did be the only miss from Thailand on the previous map. Now entering this map from Thailand's pick, they become the first casualty. But of course, Singapore still has to hold on, and maybe even holding on might not be enough if accuracy-wise, Thailand can just bring it back.
We
But
can
we
see
don't
the
know for
score
sure.
lead. We can see the score lead went around 6,000. That was like the peak for Singapore right there, and now it's just gone half, just because of Pavin accuracy is climbing straight up, and the miss of Yama, my hero. That basically evens out the lead right now, and now we're even. We're back to square one, from where we begin.
Back to square one indeed. I mean, Pavin is climbing in accuracy as well, 99.67. Both misses from Pavin and Oyama Mahiro were quite clean, but in terms of the accuracy when they both dropped, Pavin's was higher. So this
For
is
sure.
definitely still good sign for Thailand at the moment. It is not a comfortable lead, but it is good so far. As they are
it's
about
just-
to end the map. Okay.
Oh my god.
I was holding my breath
come
for a bit.
on. Oh, come on. That is unfair. 99?
Oh my gosh!
What?
Okay.
What?
Double digit 300s on this is quite incredible.
Quite? You saying quite? That is mental. What? It's making me go quiet now. What? What's Konkawi, stop it. Actually, stop it. Actually, I just realized Konkawi has the top scorings all 5 maps so far, even SV.
Yeah. Konkawi is Thailand's man so far. And it does seem like they want to actually dip their toes into LN. However, there
Oh.
are available.
LN free, come on. You
Huh.
can hear the commentator speaking to you.
Okay, to be fair, I actually do think LN3 is the better
No.
pick of the two. I actually think
Oh.
so. I
Actually,
think Singapore would struggle more on LN3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Give me
Wait,
LN2.
it's Singapore's pick.
Rice free. Oh wait, Singapore's pick? Wait, what? Oh yeah, it is Singapore's pick.
Yeah.
Wait, they're
forgot
picking
that
Rice
Thailand
free. They're
Yeah.
picking Rice 3. What?
They're picking
Okay,
Thailand's
they-
Protect.
I think they're start to give up a bit, which is like, I think so, or maybe
I
they're
don't
also
know.
quite comfortable on this. I mean, to be fair, the OP meme got a disgusting. They managed to match against Eliminate on Korjak last weekend.
999248 on
Yes,
Reiwa from OP Meme, yeah.
Yeah, they match Eliminate on Korjak, so there is definitely potential for Singapore here.
I mean, I'm looking at some of the scores of the players that played Reiwa last round. Very, very few 999Ks. So, but the thing is, Thailand have two.
Yeah.
Thailand have two
Thailand has-
999Ks in Pavin and Konkawi,
Yes.
who are both in the lobby. So, oh boy.
Ponga is here as well.
Okay, interesting. No matcha latte, but you know what? I think that's still okay if Paponga is playing this.
still-
It's not a huge loss, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Kawi, don't expect to get good ratio on this. Oh no!
Come
what?
on,
You're
come
you're
on.
gonna get 100 instead of 200 now. I think, in my opinion,
they
I
all
think
say
map
this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They all say this, like, I can't do this, I can't do that, and then they actually pull it off.
Like, and then they're gonna start complaining. Oh, this is a very bad score.
Don't all players just do that sometime.
Yeah. All players just have a bit of an imposter syndrome here and there. But yeah, I do think this map does have the potential to get higher score compared to last week because the patterning on this one, while
Yeah.
it is denser, if you're a core jack player or just you like to play core jack, this is child's play for you.
Like, you would feel more comfortable playing this than Reiwa from last round.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think this is more comfortable. It's denser, of course, but it's more comfortable.
Only Kojak players can understand this sentiment.
Oh yes, it's only core jack players. For me, I think anything above like 100 BPM is already like fast.
Oh, weird drop!
Oh.
That's such a weird drop! We're not even in the hard
But-
parts of the map.
But I would say it's early. It's very
Yes.
early.
I think it was... Okay, no. It was right before the 400 combo cap. So,
Yes.
not too detrimental, but what is
right.
going on? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Here's
no.
the issue. Is it 30 seconds already or no? Because...
I don't know. We have to wait for the referee to answer, but I think it's already.
Is
passed.
there a request for an abort? Is there a request for an abort?
We are not sure about it, but we can see right now on the board that is 4 999k paces right now. What is that? Okay, 75 Pino did drop a bit, but this is such an insane accuracy right now from everyone in the lobby. Lowest ignoring Parponga is 99.92. You could. Oh, I think we might be seeing an abort.
Yeah. I think it is a bit late, unfortunately, so I think the other players will feel a bit upset about this decision, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now the concern here is that this is the second time that Thailand has already faced a technical issue from their side.
Yeah. I was it Havid who had the issue before as well.
No, it was Banan. Banan
Oh,
disconnected.
Banan.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
was
in the
the
same
first
match.
issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the same match. Okay, wow.
Okay, so Paponga will be restarting their game, and hopefully we don't get another sort of pause or tech issue this time around.
Yeah, yeah, just wait and see. But one thing to say is that Singapore definitely had the accuracy to match against Thailand there. They have to be scared.
Yeah.
I think they were averaging around 99.95 throughout the Singaporean team, so they're no slouch either when it comes to Kojak.
it was still the first half of the map as well, and there was still, the second half of the map still yet to play. And that is when like stamina fatigue does kick in. You will start to drop a bit of accuracy. So you never know. But okay, I think now, of course, with the players having that in mind, now they just need to have a bit of a mental reset going into the second attempt of this.
Yep, that is for sure. Okay, we're expecting Power Ponger to be brought back to the server as well. Yeah, I think for this, it's going to be quite point flippy though. Again, we saw that miss from Power Ponger there. Really just pushed the score lead right before the quote-unquote disconnect, of course. But it was really close, and that one miss just pushed back to Singapore. So it's a lot of like. I think there's a really interesting thing to talk about is the accuracy, and just like you don't need to like get like an extremely high MA of like 99.9. I think it's better if you just hold like a decent or good accuracy while holding the combo. This is especially applied for chord jack picks, right? It's quite easy for you to miss input, like for example, if it's a triple jack and you hit a quad instead, you're going to get a miss because of the other notes coming right after that. So it's gonna be very. I think it's one thing that most players should be taking note of is that they shouldn't be over exerting themselves on these chord jack patterns.
It's about conserving energy, basically. I think when you play these kinds of maps, there's always the physical energy, but there's also the mental aspect as well. How long you can keep focus, because when you're playing this kind of map, there has to be some sort of, well, the new people will call it locking in, but it's mostly just the focus. Because the moment you slip any sort of focus away from you, you could chain miss, and that would be especially terrible when you are in a high stakes match like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
And here you go.
please, let's hope for no more technical issues.
Yeah, well, I think we already had enough of those. two more than what we want.
Yeah. Let's hope for a smooth match from here on out. And let's also hope that Singapore can just have a clean mental reset.
Yeah, that must have been very disheartening for Singapore as well. Okay, now we're seeing everyone holding just good accuracy. This is what you expect to see from a chord jack pick. Oh, Neon Hooray with a 100 right there.
Oh. Yeah, that will drop their accuracy to 99.7.
But still a full combo still. Still a full combo. And still very early on. Their accuracy can definitely stabilize extremely quickly.
Yeah, but like I said also, with these kinds of maps, the mental game does come into play. The Singapore players might be feeling a bit frustrated. After that, Thailand players may be feeling a bit relieved. Maybe not with Pavilion and Konkawi, because they also have no idea what happened there, but now, the show must still go on. And so far, Thailand are putting up a show.
Yeah, they are just putting out a showstopper of a performance here. There is no weak accuracy link in Thailand right now. Lowest is Power Ponger at 99.95. Matching of Certified Pinoy. While Haven's matching of Koichi. Well, Konkawi is not really matched by anyone, to be honest.
Yeah, Konkawi is just in a league of their own. Well, to be fair, OP Meme is doing their best to match Konkawi, but yeah, Thailand, it's really just off Neon Hooray that they are able to capitalize this lead off.
Within miss though, it is still quite close, still within one miss, within striking distance. So
yes,
again, these you talked about it. Within the second half, there's the stamina issue as well. Chord jack maps can be notoriously stamina draining. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, that's a 0.1% accuracy drop, but it's not yet a miss, so it's still within reaching distance. But they need a miss right now. But their talent's just not giving it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Barring any sort of weird things from the Thailand side in this section.
No, that's not happening. Surely not. Okay,
this is an almost 10,000 point difference.
Okay, are we actually going to be seeing a 2.999?
I don't think so. 2.996.
Oh, okay.
That was a
sorry,
999 from
997.
Konkawi.
Yeah.
So,
But
what? Whoa! Hold on. Okay, let's pump the
stop,
brakes a
stop.
sec. Let's pump the brakes a sec. Let's do some mental calculations. That
That's
is a
148,
total
148,
of
148.
148 300s from the entire side of Thailand.
What can you say about that? Like, that is literally matching certified Pino's ratio on its own. What?
Is that the
Like,
highest Tree of Misery score? That is the highest Tree of Misery score. That beats out Chile's
that
score.
surely
That is
that
the
is surely
highest
the high.
Tree of Misery score. That is crazy. They beat out Chile's score. Oh, okay, Thailand.
Okay. Look, that is. Yeah, it's quite alright, I guess. Alright team score. Averaging
Yeah,
nearly
just
999.
casually getting the highest of Vice 3 amongst every single team that played it so far.
Including Chile.
And yeah,
Chile's
that's
score was
the
good.
that's the frustration. Neon Hui is saying that they lost the warm up after the abort. That's the kind of frustration that you do not want to see happen, especially from circumstances that are absolutely out of your control. As Thailand go in for LN 2.
Okay. I think it's time to move on to the Ellens. To move out of the rice. Gonna go to the Noodle Land now. And this map contains basically the most like Ellens in out of all of the maps. I think this is like nearly 5,000 combos for like a 2-minute map.
I do believe so, yes.
Yeah, it's around there. We could be a bit off, but at least one thing to be thankful for is that it's only the cut version. Just imagine Classic Girl Einheit, but it's not cut in at 1.1.
I mean,
it's,
like that would be so stamina draining. Having to do that for like 4 minutes, like oh my gosh.
that would be
Also,
so funny.
it's not 5,000, it's 4,400, but still quite close.
Quite close, yeah. Kiruru actually making a non-SV debut for Thailand in this match. Quite surprising considering Kiruru's their main kind of LN player, but Thailand's just been picking Rice. So did Singapore,
Yeah.
so they didn't really need Kiruru except for the SV. Oh yeah, it is also a match point as well. So
Yes.
now this is Singapore's winners bracket run on the line right now.
Yeah, this is not an elimination, so Singapore will not be knocked out if they do lose this map, but they will be sent to
Yeah,
the lower
but-
bracket and Thailand will secure top 6.
Yeah, but do you really want to go to the losers bracket right now? Do you really want
We will look at the bracket later on once this match
the winner?
does
Okay, yeah.
finish,
I'll
yeah.
say this. The losers of this match faces Vietnam.
Oh! Another Southeast Asian clash, regardless of what happens.
Yep.
Anyways, back to this map. So far so good once again for Thailand. The entire match so far has just been Singapore having to play catch up, and we see quite low accuracies in regards to this lobby. Obviously, Konkawi once again being just the cherry on top for what has been a pretty strong showing from Thailand.
Yeah. Concord has just been. I mean, Thailand team score wise, they have been just on top throughout this whole match. But Concord is just the X factor that is within this team. They have not yet not gotten everything. Like just they've still got MVP, 100% MVP rate, and Concord is looking to get 7 MVPs in a row in this match. Pavin is catching up to Concord right now. But looking at Singapore, there's no one, literally no one close to Kiruru, which is at 99.82. Next closest is Leon Hui at 99.62, and that looks like it is practically over for Singapore. This is 30,000 point lead without a miss.
Yeah. I'm not gonna jinx anything, but still being a 6-way FC is actually quite crazy to see. And what's even crazier is that 6-way FC ends up 30,000 point lead to Thailand. Like, accuracy game is just so much in the favor of Thailand this entire match.
What is this team score? No, there's no way Thailand.
This team score is going to be We shall see in relation to the other teams that played this.
Oh, I mean, sure, we can wait for the other teams, but this is just what is this? What is this? What?
2987?
What? No, 7 200s
What?
combined. That
Well, once
okay,
again,
okay.
they set the highest score for this on this map out of all of the teams.
Okay. Again, quick mental math. If you combine all the 300s and 200s together, that is basically nearly that of Neon Hooray, who is Singapore's
Yeah.
best performer. When Thailand's 300 200 count nearly matches up Neon Hooray, that really just puts a statement in their performance on it. A blip from SC, but the rest has just been dominant for Thailand, and they're sending a statement towards the rest of the team within the winners bracket. And I think they're going to face South Korea
Indeed,
in
they
semifinal.
will. C2 versus C3. That will be a
Oh,
spicy match.
that is spicy. That is
I
such a
I
good
will
match.
want to point out as a warning to South Korea. Do you want to know how many 200s Konkawi got in the entire match altogether?
I'm gonna
8.
guess.
8
What?
200s.
What?
Six of them were from the SV, one was from the Life, and one was from Classica. Every other map was a V1 double S from Konkawi. 8 200s total with an SV map to play is unbelievable. And like I said, statement to South Korea, you might want to beware.
Without SVs, that is 2 200s from 6 maps. That's literally 1 200 for every 3 maps. What can you do against Konkawi? And that's Pavin. I want to say this: Pavin on an off day. Like Pavin,
Yeah.
it can match Konkawi's accuracy all the time as well. And that's Pavin on an off day. So like, this is a statement and a half a time. I mean, I've been saying this, and I said this around my qualifiers. I bet my house that they're making it to the top 3, and they're doing it right now. I mean, they're
They
one
definitely
win
could.
away. They're 1 win away from getting the top 3 position.
But yeah, with that being said, obviously, this is not going to be the end of the quarterfinals round because we still got a couple of matches yet to be played. In fact, 2 of them happening in 8 minutes. Brazil and Japan facing off against each other in the mainstream. And we do have a secondary stream for the next block. United Kingdom versus Hong Kong will be on OSLive_2. So 2 matches happening at the same time, as you can see on your screens, as well as a 14:30 UTC match, China versus Canada, to close everything off in about half an hour's time. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the final rundown of the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and be sure to book on those matches because these are some mouth-watering matchups right here. Also, a quick reminder to buy banners. So it is on
Yes.
Osu Store, $2.5. I don't know what is that in your local currency, but it is very affordable, and you can support your team for the rest of the tournament. And if your team does win, you can keep it for a whole year, and it's a very nice banner to keep. Very great design. And so, just head on, as I said before, head on Osu Store, and there's a banner section that you can go on to. So yeah, with that aside, is there anything else you want to say, Ramiro?
Nope, I think we're good here. Do come back in 6 minutes for 2 mouth-watering matches here on the main stream and on the secondary stream.
Bye.